Okay. I am a Spoodar boy. You cannot deny this. If you do deny I'm a Spooder boy, then I'm afraid I'm gonna have to shit. I'm gonna have to take a big fat shid. We're gonna shid and fard. Who's ready for some shid and fard? Who's ready for shit and fard? I know I am. I love shit and fard. I love shit and fart. I love shit and fart. The second one. Okay. We're live and kicking. And we're shitting and farting. Hello friends, welcome. Welcome to the shit and fart stream. This is my favorite stream. I love the shit and fart stream. I've got some fun stuff with me tonight. We're doing Halo. We're doing a cheeky little Halo. One moment. Oh fuck! Which one is that?
So.
Oh, it's Florida Man. Hello, Florida Man. Welcome to my favorite episode of Halo, the one that I don't really know anything about.
Oh, you haven't played any of it yet?
I haven't played any of ODST. No, this is day one.
Oh, you are in for a treat.
Is it a good one?
Yes. Big differences are you're really pretty close to a Spartan, honestly. Like playing the game through, I'm like, yeah, not that big a difference. It's very different in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Okay. That's good. Well, yes. Welcome, ladies and jelly spoons, to another fantabulous episode of Big Boy Broy. I'm your host, Moshe Dale. Before we get started tonight, of course, it is the third night of Hanukkah, so... Presents round 3. It looks like my housemates got me more beer. Josef Brau. So this is Bavarian-style Weiss beer, but it's from California. Ooh, woo.
I grant you the gift of my presence.
That's lovely. Thank you, correct. Next, I'm gonna open... Ooh, what's this? Next is a gift from Los Carientes. It's Christmas-themed napkins with little reindeer on them. Looking very proud of himself indeed. Okay, that's adorable. Thank you, Mom Shay and Dad Shay. I will spare you when the purge comes. Maybe. No promises.
I guess that makes you head of my secret police when the time comes.
Yes. Oh well. If you can't, if you'll turn in even your parents, I guess you work for me now.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got some. My housemates were very kind tonight and made dinner. So I'm having some chicken, potato, and green bean. It's very nice. Simple but nice. Okay. Oh. Without further ado, my friends, let's shit. Yes, we're live. We're in. I'm gonna quickly ping. Is Sass online? I know Sass likes this game. I will ping him on the Discord. He's online. I know he likes his Halo. Sass wanna do ODST. Okay. Anyway, how's your Saturday? Correctus Among Us.
Restful, thankfully. Oh, that's all right now. That's the big thing, just restful.
That's good. How much longer is your school year?
You mean until break?
Yes.
Or until the very end?
Until break. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's fine. You know, for you get most people who are not involved in the school system, the end of the year is December. It's not how we structure it in our heads.
Right, I'm a fool. I'm a fool.
Yeah, it's fine. Like I said, it's common. Not a big deal. You starting on the first mission?
Yep. I'm resistance weekend. I'm trying to decide.
Also, have you ever seen Firefly?
You've mentioned this before. Yes, I love Firefly. I've only seen.
You're gonna really like the cast of this game, then.
Oh my!
You're gonna really like the cast of this game.
Okay, well. So for right now, it looks like it's gonna be just me, but that's fine. Here we go. Before I go, let me make sure I have. Let me make sure before I do anything else. That I have. Well, my subtitles should be on anyway. At least in cutscenes. If they're not, I'm very sorry. But I believe we're good to go. Here we go. Here we go, boys.
Also, this one has the best music of all the Halo games.
Oh, really? The year is 2252. Humanity is at war with an alien alliance known as the... Oh, we're going back to the Covenant. No! No, I love the Coveys. I love my elite boys.
You're not fighting the elites.
The Covenant burned our worlds, killing billions in their genocidal campaign. Earth is our last bastion, a carefully guarded secret. Not anymore. What do you mean carefully guarded secret?
Standard
carrier has breached Earth's defenses and attacked the African megacity New Mombasa. Isn't that from fucking Overwatch? Did Overwatch steal that from this? Initial reports confirmed.
Or it's just a real city.
I mean, no. Mombasa, I'm pretty sure is a city or like one of the ancient African capitals. Also, give me a second.
Let's find out.
I gotta turn you up, Bucket. Bucket, speak.
Right.
Speak.
Hello.
Speak again.
Hello.
Speak again.
Hello.
Okay, that'll do for now, I guess.
Yeah,
This is-
Mombasa is it's a real city in Kenya.
Yeah. New Mombasa.
That sounds like
These troopers are the best of the best, and saving New Mombasa could be the most important mission of the war. Well, no, because we know Chief's off doing that. don't lie to me, game.
Yeah.
It is cool to have a Halo game where we're not a Spartan, though. Well, not necessarily.
But then,
Oh,
were
also-
you not a Spartan in Halo 3?
No, you are.
Oh, you're just not Master
Chief in Halo 3.
You are Chief in Halo 3.
Good fight.
Oh, I thought
Halo Reach, you're the non-Master
Reach
Chief.
is the one where you're not a Spartan Master
Yes.
Chief. That's right. I knew it was either Reach or 3. Like I said, I've never played a Halo game outside of Halo Wars, so I have no idea.
They left it for us.
I'm also going to close my door because I know I'm going to be loud. I'm playing Squadron.
Oh.
You know the music. Time to dance.
Hello, beautiful.
Pods. Now.
Wow. These guys do have a lot of personality.
Alright,
They
I
do.
also made dirty rice earlier, but I also messed it up
At least they
because the
listen.
recipe
To
called
me.
for 1 pound
And
of
they're not
beef, and
gonna
I
like
did
what they
2
hear.
because I know the
Orders
packets
are
that I used were
orders.
2 pounds.
What could be more important?
So
My orders.
it's less of dirty
And
rice with beef and more of beef with dirty rice. But
I'll pass on that, Dan.
I mean, it tasted fine.
But
It was
you gotta show
edible.
me where to sit.
And considering all I had
Recognize-
that day
Of
was
course,
waffles,
everyone's fucking trying to flirt with the one female. Of
I know,
course.
Ricky. I
it's
wasn't
a video
looking
game. What do you
Soldiers.
expect?
Seriously?
Also, do you recognize
That's close
Buck
quarters.
there?
Exactly.
Oh, I turned on the wee woo.
Second to last.
Wee-woo.
Right next to mine.
Cozy. You gonna tell us her name, Gunny?
Ms.
Oh, I'm very
Naval
excited.
Intelligence. Our new boss.
Oh, brother.
So check your mouths. Find your chairs. and
Oh,
get-
Even this far
and-
into the future, men are pigs. Remember that. Men are always
Mr.
pigs.
Moat.
Yes.
War
What the hell
never
am I supposed to
changes.
do with this?
But
Soldiers
something
are
I
frat
figured out
boys, it
too.
is known.
If you can get it on sale or something, Squadron is cross-platform between all platforms. So like PC
Really?
can't play with Xbox.
Wake
Yeah,
up,
it's like
Buttercup.
PC, Xbox, PlayStation can all play together. So
Relax, rookie.
like
You
it's
don't mean
$40,
nothing.
and it's,
Besides,
if you can probably
now's one
find
of
it on
those
sale right
times.
now because holidays. But if you
Face
want to
the
get it, you
strong,
can do
silent
Squadrons
type.
with the boys.
Ah, they explain strong silence. Oh, this gun looks cool. The gun designs in this look a lot cooler than they do in other Halo games I've played.
Also,
Even
the
Reach.
What
campaign's
is
like,
your stealth troopers most
Yeah.
of the time? They're paratroopers, basically. Fill
also
the same
the
role.
campaign is like legitimately good, and that's not me
Oh,
just
yeah.
saying because it's Star Wars. Like the campaign is like proper good.
Why?
Not gonna find out way up here.
But yeah, they do have this different kind of aesthetic. Not that it means anything at all.
Also, I am
Stealth is
torpedoes are great. I love just disabling people and just shredding
We are
them.
green and very mean.
Oh, you're an A-wing. That's why you're fast as fuck.
No, I'm not in an A-wing.
You're not an A-wing. This guy I'm
Stop
shooting at-
lying to me.
I take it back. Davey got his butt.
I'm gonna buy squadrons right now.
I
Actually,
got
$50.
I got stuck with a lot of New Republic matches when I first played the update a few days ago. So this is like only my second or third time in a TIE Defender. They're not bad.
Stand by to adjust trajectory. On
Like
my
the main
mark.
difference between Imperial ships and New Republic ships is New Republic ships have shields and TIEs by default do not, except for the TIE Reaper, which is the Empire support ship, and now the TIE Defender has a shield. So it's like almost a New Republic starfighter, but it still like plays kind of like a TIE. And I personally prefer TIE fighters in this game.
Well, boys, we're going in hard. It will.
Also, Moshe, do keep in mind, does this look familiar to you?
This is what looked familiar to me.
The ship currently hanging over New Mombasa?
Oh, that boat. Oh, is that the one
Yeah.
that we're on in Halo 3 when we go
Yeah.
out after the Earth invasion and we're like and
This is Halo 2. This is
after Halo
the
2.
one on...
This is between
this
Halo
is-
2 and
this is-
3.
No, this is actually during Halo 2.
Okay, so what's that one that
That
goes
slip,
away?
that slip space jump was in the end of Halo 2. You board in amber clad to chase it. It has the Prophet of Regret aboard. Chief just jumped with that ship. You could actually, if you look closely, you can see in amber clad catching up with the carrier before
Oh,
it jumps.
Cool, cool.
So right now, right now, Chief is. I don't know the timing of it
Across the universe.
Exactly. because slip space can take time, but yeah, this is during Halo 2, despite it being called Halo 3 and being in Halo 3's engine. It's during 2.
Mhm.
even though there are no elites.
It is between 2 and 3.
Frustrating.
Well, you know what? That's fine
That
for me.
was
I
a
don't want
tweet.
to fight elites. I love elites. I want to smooch them. You know that.
Ugh. I get liking them. I do. They're awesome, but
What are your feelings on? Never mind. I'm not going to say it.
That's a good idea. This is bringing me back to like early Call of Duty and like early 2000s FPSs. I mean, this is that, but to be fair,
this is an early
it's very
2000s
old school.
FPS.
it is
No.
very old school, but like in a pleasant and entertaining way. Do you like
Yeah.
these settings? I do like. That's a really. I like.
not
I like the way that Halo introduces the controls in each of
In
its
not just
games.
distracting way like in Half-Life 1.
Yeah, it's very.
Don't get me wrong, I really like Half-Life 1 from what I've played of it so far, but the platforming they have you do is super jank because they didn't really have the good engine for it, and all the maps are way too mazy. Like, for like half the episodes in Half-Life, I've legitimately had to look up a tutorial because I've had no idea where to go.
Half-Life 2 does a lot better. They also
Yeah,
Half-Life 2.
2 quite a bit, and even Half-Life 2 still isn't perfect.
Wait, did you
Like,
say
I thought
Half-Life 3?
No, that's not out yet. That's coming.
No, it's not.
They soon. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. They
Yes,
confirmed
it
in
is.
Alex.
It is.
It's no longer a meme. Half-Life 3 is like, unless Valve just like suddenly stops making games again, which now they're making a new Left 4 Dead, they're not going to. Half-Life 3 is coming. And also, I know it's like totally just community stuff they're adding, but like, props on Valve for finally like regularly updating TF2 again. Like, it's not a major update yet. It's just like holiday updates with some cosmetic stuff and like temporary maps, but like props on them for actually giving attention to like one of their best-selling and best-performing games again. So I hope that continues, and I want a heavy update.
Oh fuck! That was a grenade.
That submachine gun is probably one of the best weapons in the game. I'll be honest. 'Cause
I just threw a I keep forgetting that F is grenade, not interact in this game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that submachine
hate-
gun is fucking awesome though. It really
I hate
is.
playing old Battlefront on an Xbox controller because left trigger is the left trigger is throw grenade and not zoom. So whenever I try, like, zoom is the right stick. So whenever I try to zoom, I end up like tossing a bunch of my bombs by accident.
There's also a sub-story going on you can discover through basically terminals throughout the area. Because what makes this game unique is there's a hub world. You're in it right now. You could go anywhere you want in this.
You know, it
chunk
actually
new
kind
world.
of. I know. At this point, they're already starting to turn on the elites, right?
The elite betrayal is probably going on as they speak right now.
Yeah. So that
As
kind of
your
makes sense
characters
why
go-
we don't see any then. Okay.
Yeah, Dread. I never give them enough credit. They're good.
Need immediate medical assistance? Choose Optican.
Oh, it's because I'm slow because I'm a defender.
Okay. Okay, that's 4. F to throw
Yeah,
grenade.
finally-
Yeah, I learned that the hard way.
My only gripe with the defender so far is it is a fighter, but it's a lot slower than a regular TIE fighter.
They
And
brought
it's
back the
also
TIE
a-
Defenders?
The TIE, yeah, like you can like 'cause
Airport's
squadrons you
here.
can
Hello,
boost-
airport. Welcome.
Because squadrons you can boost engine power, so you can make it go significantly faster. But like it's just kind of it's like as it starts out, it's slower than I would like, and it's also got like one of the biggest silhouettes out of all Imperial fighters. So like they have like nothing but a squad of A-wings, and they're just tearing me apart.
Yeah.
I'll go regular TIE fighter at no, because I want to keep getting. I'm not going to get better than Defender if I don't fly in it.
What's
Oh,
the
yeah.
issue with the Defender?
Because they added the Defender in the B-wing like 2 days ago.
Ah. So
yeah,
they filmed the same role with Defenders, so it's probably big, slow, but I don't know how tough a TIE really can be, but big, slow, and heavily armed, right?
Defender and TIE Reapers are the only ones in this game that get shield.
Mm.
Like the TIE Interceptor and like the regular TIE Fighter and the Bomber don't come with shields.
Yeah, how are
So like the
how-
TIE Interceptor is the weakest health ship in the game, but it's also the fastest.
airport? How are you doing? Talk to me. There's nothing. How are you doing? Also, welcome, airport to ODST.
Oh, okay, I see. You go
Oh,
to
Yak's here.
ODST stream, but not mine. Why not mine? Am I not good enough?
Hi, Yak. How are
No.
you doing?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Yaktan!
So,
Are you guys enjoying ODST?
Well, I just started with it. I don't know if I'm going the right place or doing the right thing.
You should have a waypoint on your HUD somewhere.
Yeah, you can make a waypoint.
How do I
Well,
make...
I think they gave you one as well towards where to go for.
Oh, also, when you have the
Stuff.
chance, turn off your night vision because the atmosphere is magnifique.
What
It
games
is
are really
pretty
not?
good.
You know what? Like night vision is.
I
usually
feel
a
like I'm
you know what
supposed to.
game-
Am I supposed to go through one of these? Where am I supposed to go?
Getting around to finishing Half-Life and Portal 2. I have the
Nice.
Half-Life collection, so I actually want to play Half-Life and stream it.
I
So I
played Half-Life 2 on the orange box on my Xbox 360.
I played Half-Life. That's the only Half-Life game I've ever played too.
I am working my way through one because I bought it on a Steam sale.
So did I.
I do not have. I do not have
Samesies,
blue
twin,
shifter.
twinsies, we're twinsies.
I don't have blue shifter opposing force yet. I want to get them one day, but I'm making my way through Half-Life.
I have all of those. So
Yeah.
Making my way
And,
downtown, making my
I
way
had all of them.
downtown.
I had all of them for free because upcoming to Half-Life Alyx, they released all the Half-Life for free for a limited time. But I couldn't get Half-Life 1 to work. I could only get opposing force and blue shift, and I wanted to play Half-Life.
The
1
mouse is
first.
very sticky here.
So,
it's because of the recoil. Again, you're not a super soldier.
No,
you're
no,
just
no,
a
no,
guy.
no, no, no. I'm just thinking like looking around.
Yeah.
honestly,
The guns kind of have some kick in this game.
You know, it'd be fun to.
I understand. No, I understand they have kick. I'm just talking about looking around.
Mm-hmm.
Since there is a mod to put all the Half-Life 1 maps in Gmod, as well as Half-Life 2 maps being playable in it by default, multiplayer Half-Life would be kind of fun. Like
What
doing
difficulty
like
you're playing this, by the way?
Half-Life.
Sorry, what'd you say?
VR,
Oh,
so
this is
forth,
just
so
on. This
forth.
is just on normal since I'm doing it alone and I'm terrible at everything.
Yeah, that brute would have killed you.
Yeah, I know, buddy. I know. I need to rub it in.
Look.
Alternatively, you do need to rub it in.
Come here, buddy. Oh, my cat's doing the thing. I don't like when he does this.
The thing?
He like sits with his mouth kind of open, so you can like see his teeth, and that like looks vaguely threatening, but you don't know what he's up to.
Yeah, I stick by ODST being the Bioshock of Halo.
Yes.
Because
Also, you're gonna want to get yourself a carbine. Best gun in the game.
Oh,
it
also,
is
fun
though.
fact, the only Bioshock I've ever played is Infinite, and I have not finished it yet, even though
Kinsler
I-
is
I actually
guys,
played
yo.
the first Bioshock, and I need
Yo.
to...
Kinsler is a thug.
Mm.
I don't know who the fuck Kinsler is, but he's a thug apparently.
Oh, also,
Did you just ditch the pistol? How dare you?
I was out of ammo.
I mean, it's not really that. It's the pistol also isn't really that good.
It's not too bad.
There's good. There's
I've
going.
gotten some
Yeah,
good
look,
success with
there
it.
might be too many to count, but not yet. Okay, so I'm trying to see where the fuck I'm. It doesn't. It's not giving me a HUD. I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Hit tab.
Yeah. You wanna
also,
hit tab.
have I mentioned some things I'm excited
I am hitting
for?
tab. Tab's not giving me anything.
Well, no, you need to go through the tutorial thing.
So press up, arrow down, arrow for assistance.
Oh, I know what happened. I think he was supposed to get some health, one of those health packs.
I
and didn't go
did.
get one.
I
Oh,
did.
don't
I went to health.
God, I
Yeah.
want to be helpful, but I can't because I've never played this game, and I'm just
Press either
even
M
more so
or
because I've never played a Halo game.
Give me a second here. I'm doing a thingy.
it's either M or Enter. I can't remember.
Oh, we're downloading the city map. Here's my HUD.
Oh, yep, there
There
it is.
we go.
Rather, this is probably going to be what gives me it, I assume. Tab to open. There we go. Now we'll help you find your ODST squad. The green arrow indicates your current location. Use click to move the map.
Now, wouldn't you like a nice, delicious kebab?
Why is Homer here?
Oh, I can press Z to place a waypoint.
No. Oh yeah, hopefully you get all of the audio, or get all of the Virgil memories, because those are actually pretty fun.
Yeah, I like the little store they have there. Some of the stuff you can find wandering.
I don't want to spoil
Yeah.
anything, of course. No spoilers.
Carbine.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Get the carbine.
No spoilers.
I
but
can't
Max
emphasize that enough.
dies.
He needs to come across a jackal, and he's not going to be able to come across those fucking cunts anytime soon.
Jackal.
I've seen brutes with them. I've killed brutes carrying them. Usually it's a relief. It's like, oh, thank God, ammunition. Because I'm carrying one.
Except the
and
thing is
also
that
fuck
the
jackals.
brutes burn more ammunition than they're really
Nice.
worth.
Come in, Lele.
But
Q or
the
E?
jackal, yeah, the jackals can fuck off.
Okay, there's a lot.
You-
This is a lot of new stuff.
Yeah. Moshe, you're gonna become a
This ain't-
really
this
good
ain't a normal
counter
Halo game.
sniper in this game.
I'm gonna have to be. I mean, to be
Yes.
fair, I do a lot of counter sniping usually. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also Buck is best boy.
Yes. Oh, so Moshe didn't pick up on who they are, even though he's seen Firefly.
Yeah, that's Nathan Fillion.
Oh.
Yeah, Nathan Fillion, and Alan.
Alan.
What's his last name? Timmy?
Alan.
Whatever.
Alan.
He's in it. What?
Alan.
And we're all playing defenders.
Yes. And Adam Baldwin is in it as well.
Hmm.
They got the gang back together.
Adam or Alan?
Yeah, it turns out Bungie is
Adam.
huge Firefly fans because they managed to get Nathan Fillion for Cade 6 and Destiny
How do
2.
how do I place my own
X.
X? I'm pressing X.
No, you have to do it on the map.
I am doing it on the map.
And then they have the database.
I think you
Yeah.
can only do one waypoint at a time.
Well, I think I.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so when I
You
take
really don't-
away, I don't see any waypoints on my. Oh, there we are.
Yep.
Yeah, it's up on your.
Yeah, no,
compass.
I see. It's on the compass. I see.
Yeah.
Emphasis
Again, this ain't a normal Halo game.
It's not.
Unfortunately, you're gonna have to do most of the grunt work.
That's. I'm kind of fine with that. I like this thus far.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a good game.
I open.
Oh,
this-
fucking God damn it, get off my back.
Blast
Also,
this.
you get to be one of the most adorable species of the Covenant.
And do we get to kill
Yeah.
them?
The Grungle?
No.
Hell on Earth.
Yeah.
Do we get to kill them or what? What's the deal? Also,
Maybe.
I think
also
you have to.
what are these fucking markings I'm seeing on the wall? What are these?
I think I remember that there's like an achievement for not killing any of them, but I
The
don't
markings,
think that's actually a thing.
like, because there are some interiors you can go into for. And graffiti.
So,
Interiors you can go in for like maybe find supplies. There's not a lot of them. You really are gonna have to, especially as the rookie who you're playing now.
Yep.
You're gonna have to rely on whatever you find. Basically, it's very much more scavenging type thing.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
You
it's
pick
kind
up
of
your
cool.
weapons. It is.
Fuck off.
It's also why carbine is best gun.
yeah, Carbine really is.
Hey,
the
wait.
best
Just it is.
one. Crouch.
Do I really want to play Defender?
Crouch.
Yes, I do, but it's already another person playing Defender. I may go regular tie.
Might go regular game.
It's only 10 o'clock. Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah, I
Q
started at
Squadron?
9:30.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Airport. Why I didn't want to start at the usual time because I knew Moshe was gonna play ODST.
I mean, you could have also started at the regular time. That would have been fine. But I do appreciate it.
Nope. Can't do it anymore. Not allowed.
I said you were allowed.
Mm-mm.
I've said
Nope.
I've said many times
Sorry.
that you're allowed.
Those are the rules.
That you just made
I
up.
don't make up the rule. I don't make the rules. I just make the rules.
You
I
know
make
the rules, and
fight
so do
about
I.
do I.
Shut the
Fair.
fuck up. I've reached the nav beacon. Search building for a clue here.
Oh god damn it, he was an ion rocket.
Never gonna let you die. Die.
Gonna make you die.
Die.
Say,
Say goodbye. No wait, I spent all my money on OnlyFans. Simp. Ah!
Wait a minute.
Ugh.
Oh,
I'm gonna play
that's a
regular
very
tie.
dead boy. That's a very dead
Oh,
boy.
yeah.
Alright, regular TIE fighter inbound.
God, I love
Also,
it. I
also
love
like
it.
Bioshock, literally hell crawled its way into here, and you're there to just essentially clean up the mess.
Ew.
Basically. Well, the irony is that as bad as it was, it gets worse later in the series.
Yep. And in Halo 5, it gets much worse.
Well, I don't think there's anything worse than what showed up in Africa in Halo 3.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Drones.
Ooh,
Lots
that's a
and lots
bruiser.
of
Watch
fucking
out.
drones.
Those fucking things. Fucking
Oh no, that's a
flood, man.
grenade!
Oh yeah, that too.
Fuck, I keep forget.
Yeah, it's a good thing we don't have to deal with that anymore. Right, guys?
Right.
Guys?
Right?
Right?
And then fucking
Yeah.
Halo Wars 2, the
Wait.
Banished campaign is like, ah, god damn it.
Bastard survived.
There we
God
go.
damn it.
We really should have seen that one coming.
quick question. Are you at all into
Cock and ball
Warhammer
torture?
40k
Yes.
shit?
Oh, me? No. not at all.
I am a casual fan. I've read
That's
some
good
of the
enough.
codices.
I am a
So here's a question. Just as a curiosity, in your opinion, Flood shows up in the galaxy of the Imperium. How do you think it goes down?
Probably as well as the Tyranids, because the Tyranids are just the Flood to the nth degree.
Are the Tyranids as virulent though, like as a disease?
Yes.
Oh.
In fact, they
Yeah.
make their own. They make their own ship.
Okay, I'm definitely picking up
Oh,
the beam.
yeah,
I'm
even the
definitely
Flood
picking
under
up the
that
beam
too.
rifle.
Like a bio
Beam rifle's worth grabbing.
Jesus Christ, that's even stronger than a warform Flood type.
You guys are even bigger nerds than me, damn.
We are.
Hey, but you know what this
The thing
means?
is
It means
that-
that you guys are more entertaining than me, so.
Honestly, like the Flood is just kind of pussy versions of like the Tyranids. So the Imperium of Man would probably be able to deal with it. And also they don't use any technology, so the logic plague wouldn't really affect it.
Well, the thing is, I think is
Well, unless it's
I think
the
the main-
Adeptus Mechanicus,
I think the
then
main
they're
issue
fucked.
with the Flood is it's not so much that they're because a Tyranid combat form can take on a Flood combat form easy. The problem is that with the Flood, all it takes is one spore in a hive city, and you've got a big problem.
Oh god, what if the Tyranid managed to take the DNA of the Flood and then put it into its hive?
Honestly,
no.
I feel like if the
That would
two
be
met,
terrifying.
honestly, I think if the two met, the Tyranids just be consumed. The Tyranids would lose that.
No, there would
They'd
be
be eaten
no.
by
It
the
would just
Flood.
Okay,
create
boys, I
something
think I
even worse.
found Buck.
No, that's not Buck. That's the
It said
Mrs.
Buck on the
Oni.
We'll
side.
see.
No,
He'll find out.
No,
He'll find out.
it's something said Buck in the subtitles.
That's
Well,
probably.
that's Buck's voice.
Well, you'll see.
Is there $2?
Yo, I just
Yes,
blew
it's
$2.
$2. Yep, Mrs. Naval Intelligence. She's Mrs. Oni.
Oni-chan.
Oh,
Is she
what?
literally Oni-chan?
No, she's actually quite the opposite of that.
No, but
No, I'd be more.
You know what I mean.
She's more of a, I saw you staring at my ass, but Baka, and then slaps you.
They're all
What?
fucking. They're also fucking. Absolutely. Hey, now I'm Buck. Now I play Buck.
Yes, now you play
Well,
Buck.
I play each of them. Nifty.
You play Nathan Fillion, yes.
He will.
Sadly, he's probably got one of the worst loadouts of the entire team.
Oh my god, what?
What's wrong, Buck?
Gay?
Squad, what's the status? You still with me, Buck?
Be right back.
I'm in the front. I don't know where I'm at.
Give me a second.
Turn around. Oh no.
Calm down.
My heart won't open.
I love it how Buck is the only person that didn't like head slam his fucking like
Right.
face into the controls.
Around, I can help.
Yeah.
Did I?
Hey, look.
It is
look,
actually a
man,
miracle
man,
that he's
man,
survived.
man, this isn't Navy. This is Marines. I mean, well, subdivision of
No,
the Navy. Subdivision
he's
of the Navy.
audit.
But these are
Let's try
but still.
These hell jumpers always dive in ass first.
Yeah. Gory, what a hell of a way to die.
That was
With
years
his kneecap
ago.
in his backside and his elbow in his eye.
Fuzzy on it.
Yeah.
Details.
I remember
If an
that from
ODST
Boy
dies in a
Scouts.
quad, then he's damn well going to be a good projectile.
You're the best soldier I know, and second, I don't remember that night. What you asked me in the morning?
I remember not
Spread that
getting
bitch.
an
Come
answer.
here.
Say again,
X-Wing
Buck.
looking
You're
fuck.
breaking up.
I said stay put. I'm on my way.
Okay, Buckety Buck.
We missed our LZ. This grid is packed with covenants.
Fuck off.
Careful.
I appreciate
That
the
is
concern.
such horse shit.
Won't be much of a rescue if you're dead.
Usually, hot drops are better, much more, easier.
I
than
got to
this.
find there's Chris Shy. I do.
Yep.
I do.
Yep.
You will.
Why do you keep saying that?
Are you triggered?
Yes.
yes, I am.
If ever there was a time to be triggered, it's when the bloody ferries that abound.
Yes.
Okay, Count Dankula, settle down.
Okay, how dare you? I'm at least twice as funny and only half as racist.
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough.
This is the part where you say only half.
Oh yeah. I can excuse racism, but I can't excuse the fact of bad humor. You can excuse racism?
Oh, community. being better than we all deserved
Yep.
since ever.
I mean, white people usually do excuse racism.
Troy and Abed in
That's
the
how we
morning.
got. That's how we got Pete Buttigieg, after all.
It's true.
That's what our country was founded on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Troy and Abed playing Halo.
Bang, 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 bang,
Chill.
bang, 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 bang,
Fuck,
bang, bang.
I got shot down by a B-wing. That makes me sad.
Also,
What are you flying?
Can I see my health bar at all or no?
That's the yellow bar up the top.
Oh, I'm flying
Yep,
it.
that is your health bar.
No, that's not.
Make sure it doesn't go down to blank, or else you're dead.
Hasn't gone down at all.
Well, that's good.
Oh no! Fuck!
You have a little bit of
Fuck,
armor
back-
that serves
back
as
there.
pseudo shield, but then you lose your health, and that's not coming back.
It's kind of like reach rules, honestly.
Yeah, that's probably where they got the idea for.
Well, I
the
mean,
Reach
this
to-
came
great.
before. This did come before Reach, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Might have said like, oh, this is a really good system.
Oh,
Let's
it
use
will. I mean, that's how series work. You know, they take what works and
Yeah.
then move with it. It's why COD 4 is probably the single most influential of all the CODs until like
Well, I mean,
Black Ops 4.
Halo Combat Evolved literally had the idea, so I think they just returned to form. Oh, you have fall damage, by the way.
Oh no! I'm sure. I'm just talking about like COD is for relative to the COD series. COD 4 was probably the most influential.
It
Yeah.
was.
Like,
Cock 4.
like just almost all aspects of it informed everything that happened afterwards. Oh, it's Lad. Hello, Lad.
Oh yeah, another difference between Halo Reach and ODST. Reach, your health regenerates. Here, you don't.
Nope.
Here I'm an
There you go.
I'm an itty witty bitty bitchy woo.
Well, if Buck was any better, he would be a Spartan.
He would.
Spoilers.
Does this guy? No, he does. Yeah, he does. Okay. Star Destroyer still. We're just still gonna lose. Because we have been on the defensive this entire game, and that's not good.
Spoiler alert.
Moshe.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Nothing.
Spoiler
I
alert,
literally
I'll
couldn't
be
hear you
God,
because
and
Bucket's always
that was-
talking about stirwares.
Ah, what a loser.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
fine.
Oh god, I remember that play where you're at right now. Mostly in a heroic though, because that's the best way to play.
It is. It is.
Yeah, but I'm terrible at video games and also a pussy.
I mean, to be fair, I had to get back to that level.
Nah,
It's taken me a while, and God
Dude,
knows
Helldiver.
I'm never.
No, jump in feet first, idiot. Just do it, loser.
And,
Jumping
God
feet
knows,
first, forehead.
Yeah, exactly. Just get good.
I did get good. I am good again. It's quite nice.
Yeah, me too.
But
I
I'll
actually,
say this.
me and Sass were going through Halo 4 multiplayer. That was a time.
I'll say this: I'm never, ever doing Halo 1 on anything other than normal or easy.
Oh, I did it on heroic, but me and Sass.
I did it. I
Holy
did it alternatively on normal and heroic, depending on the mission.
How was the library then on heroic?
Oh God, please don't remind me.
and you wonder why
I'm
not
pretty sure
going.
I did that with both you and Sass during my playthrough. I don't remember exactly,
Yep.
but I do
Yeah,
remember.
you had help, and if you're not remembering the fucking library.
No. I do remember it, and I remember that it sucked.
Please
but it
wait
was
here
still
while I
like,
unlock the door.
Oh, it's like
Spark.
Oh,
Sparky, anytime now.
it's
Sparky!
It's fucking Sparky's John. It's like Sparky's John through the library. It's like that fucking H-Bomber guy thing. Dylan Dilatov's Fun Step Adventure
Yeah.
versus Anatov's like Hell-raising Nightmare. That's what it is.
Just literally you bringing up
Sparky's
doing a
jaunt.
piss me off.
Sparky's happy jaunt through the archives. Wow.
Through the library.
Versus versus Chief's
Are we gonna get
death-defying
Halo
hell mission.
5 on the Master Chief Collection or no?
Probably
No, I don't
not.
think so.
Yeah, I think
so.
honestly it's kind of for the best.
Yeah.
What's
better
wrong?
off. The
What's
Master
wrong with Halo 5? Also, what about Halo
Uh,
Infinite?
it's
Is Halo
terrible.
Infinite going to be on PC?
Yes, I
Probably.
think it'll only be available on the Microsoft Store though.
I think it
The
sounds like
multiplayer will
Microsoft
be
decided
free,
to just-
however.
So I might have to get just
The
the multiplayer.
multiplayer,
Then.
the multiplayer is going to be free. Similar to Halo 5, actually.
Huh.
Yeah. Of course, it's going to be microtransactions laden, and the campaign will cost like $70, I believe.
I need a new brute. Are the brute plasma rifles? They seem to be as good as I remember them being in Halo 2.
Yeah,
Brute
yeah,
I think
plas-
they're a little weaker.
they're
But they're the only plasma rifles you have.
they do more damage.
Oh.
I remember
Well, I
falling
mean,
in love with these.
they're brute plasma rifles. Did you
I've-
expect anything different?
I really fell in love with these. Oh, is that a Morgnum? I can't pick it
Yeah.
up.
See, when you're playing heroic, you basically have
Oh no,
one
I already
choice.
have one. That's why.
Precision weapons. That's really about it.
Yeah, you have the BR, the shotgun, and the
Nah,
carbine.
man, energy sword.
And
Energy
the
sword
energy
does that job better than the shotgun does.
No, shotgun's better.
Mm.
I will
Girls,
bolt
girls,
through every
girls.
single time.
I'm better.
Oh, okay.
See,
Are
now,
we talking about
see,
Halo
than the
see,
gravity
see,
hammer?
see, now
I like
there's,
the gravity hammer.
see,
That's a lot
now there's something that you guys can both agree on. That I'm terrible. Oh fuck. You can't see me, my time is now. There we go. Snipe.
Where are you?
Snipe with
I
the
see
Morgan.
in the ICU. No, you don't.
No.
No.
What are you alien-looking fuck?
I'm gonna have to play some Halo tomorrow.
Nice.
If you have the Master Chief Collection, do you want to join me? You can join me in the campaign.
I can't at the moment. Doing something else somewhere else, but
That's
if
fucking
I
good.
could, I would.
I'm gonna play Hades tomorrow.
Got a little jackal problem.
I got Christmas baking tomorrow.
If I
That's
could,
what
I would have already offered and probably be there and shown you how it's done.
Oh yeah?
Should you not be a little pussy.
Well, I'm
How
sorry.
to
Look,
properly
man,
wait.
man, I literally did not get my schedule until like 4-ish hours ago.
Oh, no.
And then I had to make an emergency decision on, okay, when the fuck am I going to be able to stream? Because I
On
have
OK,
a 6-day
on OK.
fucking work week. And
No, it's fine, man. I'm not
four
judging
of
you
those
for that.
days, I don't get off at 8. I get off at 9. So I had to really, I needed to plan around. So
Oh,
I'm not judging
so
you
that
for
I,
the- for
so
the
that I
timing
can
of
keep
this.
up. I can keep up with my scheduling. But yeah, no, if I had a little bit more time and there was more of an announcement, we might have arranged something. But I literally like just wrote this 5 hours ago, got home in half an hour, got dinner, downloaded ODST, and got started here.
Yeah, it's fine. What I was gonna judge you on though is your lack of skill. That I was going to mock.
Look, man, I know that I'm bad at this. Okay.
We should play some custom
get
games
good.
later. That'll be
I'm,
fun.
I'm trying to, and I like to think that I'm getting better. And the only reason why, well, I don't really think that I'm not.
Would you
I
guys
think
like
I'm
to do
getting
some
better.
Fiesta Slayer? That would be fun.
It's maybe at some point, not tonight. But I mean, I don't know, man. I think that I've gotten better. I know I'm not great, but come on.
No, you're probably improved. Just what you need is how I learned to play Halo. My
What?
first time when I was in
What?
high
The
It's
school.
just being
carbine
fucking
and very,
thrown.
very far away.
No, what I did, I mean, that says how I play in Heroic, yes. What I'd learned to do, I had a friend who'd liked to go for achievements. So I spent
Oh,
many
God,
hours
no.
playing Halo Reach on Heroic, but with such skulls as Mythic, Iron,
Great.
that kind of thing.
That's
You
fun.
want to cut your teeth and truly become worthy of being a Spartan? That's how you do it. Trial by fucking fire.
I don't
So we're
think
gonna do
I don't think I give
achievement
enough
hunter
of a
with
fuck.
Crack.
But
What about Trial by Spirit of Fire?
What about Trial by
Trooper, we're
Trolley?
pinned down. Cut through
The
this
new hit
building.
game by
Hit him from
Cyanide and
behind.
Happiness, available on Amazon.com.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Have you never
What
heard
the
of Trial
fuck are
by
you two
Trolley?
idiots talking about?
What's wrong?
I actually really want to play it. It looks fun. But basically, it's like a Cyanide and Happiness game. There's one trolley driver, and
No,
whoever
hang
you're
on,
playing
I'll be
with
right
just
there.
puts down like a set of tracks with a person on it,
Damn it,
and
no!
you have to convince
Veronica,
like the trolley driver to run over
talk to
your
me.
side of the track.
Don't move.
Oh,
I'm
God.
coming,
And like
here.
you can get
Okay.
like modifiers to like change how the cars are and like change the circumstances of the card. But it's basically like whoever gets run over the most by the end of the game wins.
Okay.
Fuck you,
Speaking
longer
of
than the Empire,
new-
motherfucker. Alright.
Speaking of nuisance announcements, do any of you play Smash?
I
Um,
have
Oh, yeah.
played with
Sephiroth.
Who's the new boy?
Sephiroth.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
That's
He's-
the
Oh
new
my
Final
god.
Fantasy.
I don't give a shit about Final
Educate
Fantasy.
yourself.
I don't care about Final. The only thing I care about Final
Fantasy.
Fantasy are the Rogue Aidens and the big beefy cat boys. Those are the only two things I care about.
Of course, you know the big beefy cat boys.
Typical.
I know.
He cooms without context. What else did you?
Why
What
does
else
my
the fuck-
rib cage hurt so
No,
much?
no. To be fair, I haven't coomed to any of the cat boys.
I
I have, however, coomed to the Rogue Aiden. I will admit that.
Mm,
And I know, I know, I know.
I think you're trying to cover your
I
thumb
actually
track.
know basically nothing about the Rogue Aiden. No, dude, I'm literally admitting to it. I'm just saying that I'm telling you who I failed, who I coomed to without context.
I've not.
I don't buy it.
to her, but Tifa has big muscle mom energy, and I like that.
Did you just say Antifa has big muscle?
Yeah, my
Me-
aunt Tifa.
No, Tifa has big muscle mom energy. I like that.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Big
That's
muscle,
true.
huh?
Big muscle.
Right.
She's very strong.
She is, but that's not. You and I
she
both
also
know.
has two very big, gigantic
We
pairs.
don't point out. We don't
of
point out the
earrings.
obvious on this. That is demeaning.
Dude, her earrings are huge. What are you talking about? Well, what do you think I
We
was
don't talk
talking about?
We don't talk about the very Japanese part of her design on this channel.
Oh yeah, also her tits are gigantic.
What's
Yeah,
wrong? What's wrong with that?
The Japanese part of her design. We don't discuss that on this channel.
Although I'm actually looking forward to. Isn't the PC release for the first chunk of the remake supposed to be out in the next few months?
Maybe? I don't know.
The first
Well, I
chunk
hope
was
so.
already out. You're
Well, yeah,
talking
I know
about
about
the
for
next
PS4.
one.
I just thought it was.
God, if the
PC.
TIE
I
I
still
Defender
have
had
OG
self-repair,
Final Fantasy VII to play through.
What's wrong?
if the TIE Defender had self-repair, it'd be an infinitely better chip. Like the TIE Fighter is made out of paper, but it has self-repair.
Hang on,
It's based on the Zero. It's gonna be made of paper.
TIE
well, it's a
Fighter,
TIE Fighter,
more,
but like
more
it's
like
fast
the
enough to together
Howie
dodge and
scream.
repair
Am I right,
themselves.
ladies and gentlemen?
Here?
All right, I'll just.
I didn't hear that, so apologies for me not responding.
I said the TIE Fighter, more like the Howie scream. Am I right, guys?
It is just how did they make it?
man.
It's like tires on a wet road and an elephant mixed together was how they made the engine
Huh.
sound, which is one of my favorite like sounds ever. I love the TIE Fighter engine sound.
Actually, the way that they made the Reaper sound in Mass Effect is they threw pieces of metal down a trash can.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
The
Is that how they got Daripas?
do you
Yeah,
know how
that's
they
gonna
got
get
the rap?
thrown.
Do you know how they got the raptor call in Jurassic Park?
By shitting themselves.
Did they shit fart?
No.
I was wondering, did they shit fart?
No,
and cum?
it's better. It's two tortoises fucking.
Nice.
Wait, it's what?
Two tortoises fucking.
Like the raptor call in Jurassic Park was like ugh, ugh. That was like you know what I'm talking about.
Two
That's
tortoises
exactly
having
what I'm
sex.
talking about.
Two tortoises
Two
having,
turtles
having
Like
sex.
they
My
shove that
My
two
raptor,
tortoises
my
fucking.
raptor. Involuntarily flex.
Like the
Oh, for
scary
God's sake.
one of
Oh,
the
fuck,
Moshe,
fuck,
aim
fuck.
for the hands. Aim for the guns. They have a hole. Shoot it. My God, don't just shoot the shield. You're wasting.
What are you
your
aiming
ammo.
at? What are you aiming at?
Yeah, he ain't aiming at nothing worth shooting at. God damn. Shoot their hand. They'll stumble
You
back.
guys,
fire another round in their
you
head.
guys are several
They're dead
you
instantly.
guys are several seconds back.
Still. It's. You can literally kill a jackal in 2 shots.
2 shots.
Boom, boom. Quick and easy.
I wonder if you can play the defender in the
Oh, that's it. Oh,
Like-
chunky boys. Guys, this is my boyfriends from Dairy Queen, and they're not happy.
Yep, they're at that part.
These are my
No
hello boyfriends from Dairy Queen.
Oh, no,
Honestly,
you're not.
they're
There's
more
worse yet to
manageable
come,
than the
actually.
Halo 2 brutes. Because I had to play that solo, and holy shit.
What'd
That
you
was
have
not
to do?
fun. The brutes in Halo 2, you know, the one that took like fucking 15 headshots to kill on heroic.
Oh, fucking Tartarus. God damn it.
Yep. Fun.
Fuck him.
Tartarus.
Luckily, my my reticle seems to be headshot.
Ow!
Yep, there they are. There it
jumping.
is.
I know. That's,
Those
I
are the
know.
two
And again, I
boyfriends
said
from Dairy
so.
Queen.
So yeah, these are my Dairy Queen boyfriends from Halo 2.
Ah,
I think it's currently my most popular clip.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah,
again,
no.
remember that whatever you're seeing is like many seconds back, apparently.
Run to the
Right.
the left.
Dude,
run to the left
no, dude,
side.
stop directing me. You're too far back. You're not gonna be able to fucking like actually correct me properly.
he's actually doing
I-
pretty good, honestly.
Yeah.
Or did pretty good.
No, where's
As far as how to
Goldie?
fight a hunter, you know, if you don't have heavy weapons, this is what you do. Get in close, dance around, shoot the back.
Ow.
Well, they attack with the shield, so you need to run to the left side.
Eh.
I
Yeah.
run wherever the fuck I feel like.
Well,
He's doing
that's
good.
How,
He's
that's how
fine.
you're gonna get your ass splattered.
I would love to get my ass
Doing-
splattered by my Dairy Queen boyfriends.
Yeah,
Also,
Queen Splattered,
also, I need to go back and clip because from the Bear stream, we've established that there's like a series of monster boyfriends that I take to different fast food establishments.
Okay, I thought
Dairy
Queen
Queen
was like a
considered a
top
fast
tier,
food establishment?
Yeah.
It counts. They have bad food.
Yeah, I guess. Good point.
They count. They're just not good.
Man, I like Dairy Queen.
I love it how you like. You're just actively seeking the fucking hunter snacks.
Dairy Queen ice cream isn't bad. Their food goes from okay to like borderline unedible.
Yeah.
Like the only reason I get
Come on, Chunky
more
boy.
Okay.
is if I've been like banned from every other restaurant. Like I live in a town that's right next to the interstate. Right next to the interstate.
Wait.
If I want to go get fast food, I have a lot of places to go to fast food for. in Dairy Queen.
So, you plan on using your grenades at any point, or?
What's a grenade?
Yeah, I don't know.
Stop harassing Mo.
Harassing. I'm calmly asking.
Look, man, I don't even know what a grenade is.
Okay, my boyfriend wants to take me to Dairy Queen. So
My boyfriend wants to take me to Dairy Queen. I don't care about what the fuck up.
Okay.
You have sticky grenades. They're sticky ones.
You're a sticky grenade.
Just press.
Then throw me at him.
Fine. I wanted to kill him with my
what's Your
gun.
opinion? What's your opinion?
No, honestly, what you want?
Yeah,
what
you're
trying
not
to do
really
is-
gonna make much headway with the plasma pistol. Just saying.
Really not. It's like the worst choice. You ditch the good choices for a plasma.
He is playing on normal, so he
I
probably
also
could
I
get away
ran.
with it.
Listen, man, I ran out of ammo. I'm sorry.
You have grenade. Okay, you know what? Never mind. I'm gonna leave.
I pressed the wrong button.
All right, I'll see you guys later. Jesus fucking Christ, I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
Oh come
All
on,
right,
man.
your Dairy.
Man, you know I'm not good at this. Be
I'm
nice.
just gonna go. I love you, Moshe.
Please.
Everybody, unsubscribe from Yak.
Please don't leave. No, Yak, don't leave. I'm sorry. I'm bad.
My boyfriend is taking me to Dairy Queen. Like, come on.
Oh. I also
Anyway, love you.
see you. I forgot that one of the most recently added skins for the X-Wing is literally just it covered in weeds from Dagobah. Like
Oh, that's a grenade.
it's like he just pulled it out of the swamp and it's flying around in space, just covered in foliage.
I can't believe Yak-Tan left me. Left me for his Dairy
Well,
Queen boyfriend.
if you had fought better, maybe he wouldn't have.
Look, man,
Fucking
I know
bitch.
you all know that I'm bad at this. The least you can do is be a little bit nicer to me about it.
Mosh, if you do good, I'll give you a big, nice, sloppy sandwich.
Oh, God. Might I suggest, seriously suggest, inside some of the buildings you can go inside and find supplies. You can find gear you'll need that'll help you fight. So it might be worth doing. You know. I mean, I don't think there's a rocket launcher in
The
there.
first thing,
so-
the first thing I did is I went back and I got myself a carbine.
Location. Almost there.
Good move.
What's wrong?
Multiple hostiles
Don't.
closing on my position. Listen carefully.
You're going to want to keep the pistol against those brutes,
Whoa,
honestly.
hang on. I'll be right there.
Or at least against the
They
hunters.
spotted me.
Pistol's not great against them, but it
Veronica,
works.
talk to me.
Oh.
Don't move.
Also very
I'm
much
coming,
like
here?
the Saw Gerrera partisan skin in this game, because it's very pretty. It's black and white. It's like black and white. It's like a black and white stripe pattern.
Well, I got Squadrons, so I have to do the download. It might be something I do tomorrow.
Fuck yeah. dude.
Used to be.
And- Yeah, it's cross-platform. So if you want to play it together sometime, be my guest.
Hello,
Once upon a
hello,
time,
Yak-Tan. I
they-
see you in the chat now. Are you there to bully me in chat?
They just updated it to make custom matches. So.
Yak, did you actually leave because of me, or are you just like memeing around?
He's going to get Dairy Queen.
Yeah. But the thing is with me is I cut my first experience playing with flying starfighters was on Battlefront. Really 1, but 2 is where I really did it like in space.
It's very different. Like
It's a shame because in Battlefront 2 space, I'd love to play you guys. maybe even all of you against me, because I might still beat you.
Oh yeah, but like not different in a bad way. But this is because like Battlefront, the fight like air combat is the main focus, so it's dumbed down. Probably the best. This is more of akin to like a War Thunder, like an actual flight sim game, than it is to Battlefront. Because like it's full focus on flight, so like everything's in first person. There's no third person in this game. It's all first person from the cockpit. You have to balance power. You have like a bunch of different mods for your ship. And also the campaign. I recommend personally playing the campaign before you get into multiplayer. But if you want to just like do a little bit of campaign and then multiplayer, feel free. But multiplayer kicks your ass when you first start. So I recommend doing like the 2 or 3 hour campaign getting yourself started.
Yeah.
And also the campaign is good. So.
Well, yeah. I've always been a good pilot in video games, though. I've actually considered getting into like War Thunder or World of, what is it, World of Planes?
World of
Yeah,
Warplanes.
The alternative one. Just to kind of, because I tried World of Warships, couldn't get into it. Not sure if I'll get into the tanks, but flying, go a long way back in the air.
I like World of Tanks. Whenever I play Battlefield 5, I always wait around to see when I can get the Tiger or the Churchill. And fuck, they have the Sherman now too. Especially because it's not Pacific maps, they have German versus American maps. You can get like a Greyhound and a Sherman.
A what in a Sherman?
The Greyhound, a little armor car.
Oh, I don't know armored cars as well as true.
They also have a Stuke 4 in Battlefield 5, which isn't bad. It just confuses me why they did the Stuke 4 and not the Stuke 3, since the Stuke 3 was infinitely more common. But they already have the Panzer 4 and the Flak Panzer 4, so my guess is it would just easier to edit a model rather than make a new one. Granted,
Much like how they actually built tank destroyers, it sounds
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, like granted, it's not a huge jump to go from a Panzer 4 to a Panzer 3 chassis. It's literally take away one rogue people, but
Still.
yeah, it's not a bad tank. I honestly love the assault guns. Besides the Churchill carrier, because that can suck a dick. Because like at least the Sturmgeschütz 4 is loaded with rounds. The Churchill gun carrier is literally just a Churchill with a giant box on it. So it's slow like a Churchill, and it has an even bigger silhouette than a Churchill. So it's literally just
Nice.
Is every single brute berserking on me, or
Possibly.
I don't think I know that's like a thing, but I didn't activate it.
Well, I think typically when a brute berserks, they just stop shooting and they just charge it.
yeah. What
Oh,
else is in my
but-
cockpit? That's right. I have a holographic pilot portrait that I want to make a little holographic chopper when I get the money for it. I have a little wood carved porg, and I have a crate crystal. And then for ties, what do I have in my cockpit? I have a Beskar ingot because they added stuff from the Mandalorian. I have a mouse droid, and I think I have a hologram of the Chimera, which is Thrawn's Star Destroyer.
Ooh. Oh, did they really bring back the Chimera? Holy shit.
Yeah,
I didn't know
it's
they
Rebels.
actually.
Yeah,
Well, I know he's in Rebels, but I didn't know they also brought back his ship.
yeah, the Chimera with the big paint job in the bottom of it. It's a hologram of my ship.
Oh man, that ship's got some fucking history, man.
Yeah.
Chimera's got some
I'm gonna send it
history.
images. There's a text box in the way, but like you can see it in the bottom right corner of my cockpit. The mouse droid is currently not on display, but be sure it is on the other side.
Chimera's shit.
Yeah, and then
In Legends, man, Chimera was and back in the old continuity, Chimera was a fucking legend.
Do you know what happens to it now?
What happened? What's her final fate now?
No, I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen Rebels.
I'm about to look it up. So.
All right. Oh, so basically, the end of Rebels, there is a race of like whale creatures called the Purrgil that can access hyperspace naturally. So Ezra uses the Force. to
Oh
summon
fuck, that's a chunky boy.
Purrgil. So Ezra, Thrawn, and his Chimera and like his entire ships get hyperspace to like some random part of the galaxy. So Ezra can like keep the rebels from
Oh,
fighting
this was
Thrawn.
bad.
Nobody knows where Thrawn is right now. Like Thrawn and Ezra are both missing.
Hence bringing it up with Ahsoka. in
Yes.
Mandalorian.
Which
Spoilers
the
if you
end
didn't
of
know
Rebels-
that.
The end of Rebels shows her teaming up with Sabine to go find Ezra. So they've either found Ezra by the time of the Mandalorian and are looking for Thrawn for another reason, or they're looking for Thrawn to also find Ezra.
Well, Chimera had a long history. She was one of those kind of ships that. Well, first she got, because in the old continuity she was Thrawn's flagship. You know, she was Thrawn's baby. But then later on, she's nearly destroyed. People think she's destroyed. And then she reemerges under the command of another Imperial Admiral who had basically cobbled together her own fleet, and Chimera having one of the ships he picked up. And it's a big moment in it because it's in one of the books. It's a big moment. Everyone's like, "Oh shit, Chimera!"
Yeah.
What?
The
She
Chimera
was supposed to
could be
be dead.
Chimera could be destroyed. We have no idea where it is in canon right now.
Well, that helps because then all of a sudden you have a situation where you know, Chimera shows up. Like if Chimera shows up in Mandalorian, everyone's gonna shit themselves.
Like I assume they're doing the Ahsoka series now, so my guess is that episode was a backdoor pilot for the Ahsoka series.
Oh my god,
so
chunky
if we
boy.
see lots of action, it'll be
Be less chunky.
Oh, you can also have Metal of the Emperor's Fist in your cockpit as well.
Ooh.
Like it's literally the picture straight from Legends.
The Emperor's Fist.
Yeah, Metal of the Emperor's Fist. Personally, I like. You can also Gonk Droid is the only cosmetic shared by both Rebels and Imperial, and I like that a lot.
Metal of the metal. Okay, metal one. Okay. 'Cause I hear Emperor's Fist, and I'm like, and my thought is, wait, I know Vader's fist.
Yeah.
I just didn't know the Emperor's Fist.
Yeah, this is my personal. I like to have the little mouse.
The Emperor's
here.
fisting.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
He's got like long fingernails. That would feel good.
Oh, don't put that image in my head. Nothing sexual should be anywhere near Palpatine ever. Oh.
Do it hard. Do it faster.
Do it.
Also, let's be clear here. Anakin Skywalker was basically groomed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're picking if you're picking a successor, that's how you do it. He was it sucks, but that's how that works.
Essentially kidnapped from being like an abused slave on a desert world, brought up by a religious cult who wouldn't let him like acknowledge his feelings. He had his mother die in his arms, and he was also groomed by like another evil cult magician. Like Anakin Skywalker spent like 3/4 of his life in some sort of cult, be it dark side or light side.
Yeah, I really did. What he really needed was to just. Honestly, I think here's the thing.
If Qui-Gon hadn't died, Qui-Gon hadn't died.
Maybe, but I think what he really needed, honestly, what may be best for Anakin was for him and his mom to go grow up on like Naboo or something, and then he gets recruited as an adult. When he's learned to cope.
I saw a thing that was like everything.
No, but you're supposed to. You can't be trained as a Jedi when you're that old. Is the thing.
Luke did it.
Back in the old lore, it happened all the time, especially during wartime. It was very common.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have a choice.
And
the thing is,
but during that era, it's all like, no, he's much too old. He's got to be a kid.
That was the whole thing about like the prequel era Jedi, is they're supposed to be corrupt and like not know the Force as well.
It's not the corrupt.
So, like,
it's just
the disattached from their lost their way. Like old Jedi would have never
dogmatic.
volunteered to be generals in the Clone Wars, but they're generals in an army where they're supposed to be peacekeepers. They only like kidnap young children and train them. They don't allow emotional connection. Like that's what we're gonna see in the High Republic, like the Jedi in their prime. So it is like
and hopefully a little more intelligent. The Jedi.
What's the difference between the High Republic and the Old Republic?
Okay, so the High Republic is a product of the new canon.
That is like
the Old Republic was how they used to refer it in the old canon. The old ways.
Let me shoot you in the back.
And also
those Jedi they varied from time to time. They were a lot more fluid in their beliefs, mainly because they kept fighting the Sith, and basically what happened was they'd fight the Sith, they beat the Sith, and then kind of get a little more dogmatic. They kind of go sink a little more inward. They'd be a little more strict with the rules. They'd start enforcing the attachments thing again. And then the Sith show up and they're like, oh fuck. All the rules go down. They're all about fighting the Sith, wartime measures, and that cycle basically repeats itself until about 1,000 years before the main series.
Okay, so the High Republic is prior to the prequels.
Both of them are.
Yes, both forms are part of the prequels.
I do remember. Oh, right. Because Knights of the Old Republic is super early.
4,000 years, yes.
Yeah.
I gotta say, for being 4,000 years back, it doesn't seem like it's that much more advanced. It doesn't seem like there's that much difference technologically.
Well, the thing is you have to realize those 4,000 years, with the exception of the last millennia, were basically constant war. And you actually see the galaxy really suffer hard.
So it was sort of like an extended Dark Ages.
It was very much like an extended. only take it where technology is actually going backwards.
Actually,
it's
right.
actually getting worse over time.
Right. Because I should say that's like a myth of the Dark Age that people forgot stuff. It's not that people forgot stuff; it's that there wasn't enough stability to work off the stuff they knew how to do.
It's not that people forgot stuff.
Yeah.
All that stuff was used for either war or torture.
Or simply like the amount of time that it takes to like do some of the stuff from the Roman era or the stuff that they were learning from like the Arabs or the Chinese was like, you need a lot of stability to be able to do any of that.
The aqueduct they were able to do because Rome had like a very large protected empire. European kingdoms were like a tiny fucking backyard.
Well, the thing is, like there was a lot of international cooperation then, so you could have had something more like, you did have people cooperating for that kind of stuff, and especially with more empire-like stuff. Like, you could have had projects like that across France or the Holy Roman Empire, but the problem is, again, they're too busy fighting each other or sometimes fighting inward, and the result is resources get split, and you just don't have enough stability to fight major projects.
Yeah.
Basically, it was actually back in the old canon, right before, because what happens in the old canon about 1,000 years before are the last big Sith war. Okay, that was the big fight.
So a question about with the Sith War. So they say there's only 2 Sith. Is that just in terms of Sith Lords?
I'm about to explain that, actually.
We're getting to that.
Because I feel like the Sith, because from what I know, there's always more Sith.
It. Give me a moment.
No.
I was about to answer your question.
Okay,
Trust me.
Answer my question, baby.
And then I'll do High Republic after this because I know a little bit
At the end of that war, how it ends is the Sith and Jedi have a big all-out slugging match on Ruusan. Think hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of Sith and Jedi going at it like it's the Middle Ages.
Hot.
And then both armies get wiped out. The most of the galaxy has no idea what the hell just happened, but Ruusan is dead.
Like the planet?
There's no life there anymore.
Oh.
Because a Sith Lord named Darth Bane Darth Bane was a philosopher.
Oh, no.
I mean, he was a fantastic warrior and everything, but his main thing was he was a philosopher, and he was trying to consider the nature of the dark side. And he looks at the Sith, who in his time were very much large, lots of Sith, very spread out, most of them not that strong, and he felt that many, and they're infighting, Sith infighting. It's like a distinct thing. When the Sith have an empire, they infight. Always.
Well, to be fair, even when they only had 2, they would constantly be like, "Oh,
treachery is the way of the Sith."
Yeah.
But Bane thinks, okay, I can't get rid of that, so I have to weaponize it. So what he did was he wiped out the Sith, just all of them. He was the only Sith Lord in the galaxy. He killed them all with a ritual. He tricked him into doing it, killed them all. He's all that's left. He then establishes what you mentioned, which is called the Rule of 2. 1 second.
tip. And
anyway,
Darth Bane,
Eagle grabs the Rule of 2.
There we go.
Which is the idea is that there are 2 Sith, a master and an apprentice. And the master's role is to have the power, the apprentice's role is to covet it. And to ensure that the Sith remain strong, the apprentice is expected to kill the master. Now, that's not a new thing, but in Bane's ideology, that's not a bug. That's a feature. That's the goal. The idea being each Sith gets stronger. Did it work out that way? No. But Sidious was an aberration. The Dark Lords of the Sith were always usually pretty strong, but combined that was the whole infiltration angle.
I got you.
That's why you see Palpatine as a schemer. For most of their history, Sith were warlords like Vader.
Okay.
Palpatine was a result of Bane and Bane's shift in how they operated.
And even though the whole Sith War is not canon at the moment, Bane himself and his creation of the Rule of 2 is canon because it was mentioned in the Clone Wars.
He was actually voiced by Mark Hamill of all people.
He is voiced by Mark Hamill.
It's just fucking amazing.
Yes. And then High Republic, it's in the new canon. It is 200 years before the Phantom Menace, so a little bit farther along. This is like hyperspace is just now getting explored. Like they're just now getting major hyperspace lanes. The Outer Rim's still like a Wild West. A lot of Outer Rim planets have been explored. The Jedi are at their peak. They're a little bit fancier. They're wearing like gold robes. They have really intricate lightsabers. You're seeing a lot more colors than just blue and green. And there is an enemy called the Nile. We don't know a lot about them yet. because High Republic stuff isn't out. But
No,
they are called
I
the
don't know
Nile,
what
and they're
it was.
basically pirates
But
who
it
are
was gonna grease
weaponizing
your ass
hyperspace
good.
in some sort of way. So
I'll be
this
right back.
The captain.
the High Republic, we are going to see a shift of the Jedi
Maybe.
from what they are in the High Republic
for
to what
Mickey,
we
Doc?
see them in the prequels.
Negative.
And we will see the Sith, I'm sure, in
Mickey.
limited capacity, but it's not going to be like
So,
Clone Wars.
so the question is, so like,
Clones must have seen what they hit.
so with the Sith with the rule of two is basically they trick other people into fighting for them and then assume power that way.
No, it's pretty much you have the master who trains the
Doesn't matter.
apprentice,
It
and
was-
then when
Care
the
about
apprentice
now
is
is getting
strong
my
enough,
men
he
out of the
kills the
city.
master.
No,
And then-
but so what? But how do they achieve their goals? I'm not talking internally. I'm talking about how do they achieve their goals externally? Because like you
So
have
it's-
just two of them. How do they gain control of places? Like what do they? How do they get people to fight for them? Because you can't fight just the two of. It can't be just the two of them versus all the Jedi and all the Jedi's people.
Well, I mean, that was a lot of political buildup because how Palpatine did it in the Clone Wars, especially, was create the Separatists,
Mhm.
which is like separates from the Republic and gives the Republic a means to mobilize. Create the
Mhm.
Clone Troopers, which serves as an army for the Republic.
Mhm.
They have the Order 66 chip, so that gives them a way to eliminate the Jedi, and also it gives them a strong army to force the Empire with,
So
and also slowly sway public opinion against the Jedi.
are there?
So all of his power through political maneuvering.
So is that how they've done it from Bane onward?
Essentially, that was the plan: was that the Sith wouldn't take a big empire, then have it fall. They'd slowly make their way upwards until they
So-
could control the galaxy. once they
Okay, so from Bane to Palpatine was the rise.
Yes, and from Bane to Darth Maul's first appearance in the Phantom Menace, the Jedi thought the Sith were extinct.
Oh, okay, I get
There
it
was-
now.
There was 1,000 years where nobody knew that the Sith were still around. Like Darth Maul fighting Qui-Gon in the desert in the Phantom Menace was the first time anyone had seen a Sith in 1,000 years.
I gotta say, if they, like, knowing the story now, seeing Darth Maul for the first time would have been like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Part of me makes it wish that instead Star Wars had been developed, chronologically.
A little bit. I mean, but George is also.
I know he didn't know they didn't. I mean, the only thing they had was the first one. He was making it up as he went.
Yeah. Besides the prequels are all planned out.
I mean, they were, but still, like, but the point is, like, he didn't have the idea for the prequels until after.
Well, even like, I mean, he kind of did, because the Clone Wars was mentioned in A New Hope.
Yeah, but he
And,
didn't.
like,
He didn't flush it out until long
Yeah,
after.
He didn't think it would be as big as it was, but he knew it was going to be something. And so, like, even like after the first new movie came out, whenever like a writer was doing stuff, he's like, "Don't write stuff about the Clone Wars because I have that later." Like, he knew that he was going to touch the Clone Wars in the prequel era eventually.
Yeah, so do I just gotta walk back down here? I guess. Fuck. All the way back down. Fine.
And yeah, I'm sure we'll see the Sith in High Republic, but they're not going to be known to the Jedi, and it's going to be very small what we see. But the main enemy in High Republic is going to be the Nile. So
Question:
Sith are going to be limited.
Do you guys
if we
think
see
should I get SW Tour? Because
What?
Star Wars Knights of the Old, or sorry, the Star Wars: The Old Republic, or Star
Oh,
Wars Knights,
KOTOR?
that game.
I have
Yeah.
never played it, but I've heard it's good.
Here's the
So-
thing: everyone I know who plays it gets like super invested in characters and creates like super intricate romances. I don't think you can do that in game. I think that's all just headcanoning. But like
Yeah.
people get really invested in the game, and apparently you can create like a lot of characters from a super wide variety of races.
Yeah, it's Star Wars.
But it's actually cool that you can do that because like even with like also it's made by BioWare. It's fucking
Yeah.
it's Dragon Age and Mass Effect boys.
Yeah. Before Mass Effect was bad.
To be fair, Mass Effect was only like quote unquote bad with one game.
That's fair.
Like
I've also never played Mass
and
Effect.
it's also only quote unquote bad. Like honestly, like for people I hear who actually play it, it's not that bad. It's just that the rollout got kerfuffled, and that kind of took away from whatever positive shit there was. Which is fair because it's less it's a little bit BioWare's fault. It's mostly EA's fault.
Yeah.
And they gave them like a super tiny ass budget for a AAA game of that size.
Yeah.
Place the trunk before I lose my grip.
But yeah, Old Republic is no longer canon, even though the time frame has not been touched yet. So I highly doubt it'll be exactly the same as it was. But the name, Revan, and like characters from the Old Republic have been referenced in canon material. Like we said, Darth Bane is technically still canon in his creation of the Rule of Two. So they could definitely touch the Old Republic. It'd be different. High Republic is like a different thing altogether. Like it's still before the prequels, but it is not like thousands of years.
Oh, they even saved my guns. That's cool. I like playing the different members of the squad here. It's nifty.
Yeah.
In this game.
Also, apparently, Yoda's going to be in the High Republic because
Oh,
it's
Yoda. You know what?
700?
I can't decide whether or not I hate Yoda. Like, the more I learn about him and his role in the Jedi is like, bruh, you fucked up.
Yeah, he literally says in Rebels, like, yeah, we fucked up. Like, everything, like, after the Clone Wars, when he goes into hiding, they're like, yeah, the Jedi sucked and we fucked up. Here's how we're gonna fix it. Like, him training Luke and Ezra and, like, other Jedi in canon is like, hey, the Jedi messed up. Here's how we're gonna fix that.
Wait,
going
yeah, well, no,
forward.
but he's still very much. No, the thing is, with Luke, he's still very much set in his ways.
Yeah.
But he learns to be beyond it, I think, a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, he's very stuck in his ways, but so is Obi-Wan as a little bit, too.
A
Like,
little
that's
bit.
the whole thing about... That's the whole thing about Return of the Jedi, is both of them are saying, like, you gotta kill your dad, but it's only through, like, sparing his dad of the love of his heart that Vader is turned back to the light and, like, they kill the Emperor. Like, it is Luke's rejection of the old ways that ultimately wins them the day.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right. That's you know what, Bucket?
It is... I
That's
know
a good
Return of
point.
the Jedi is the best movie. I know that, like, Empire and New Hope are a little bit better, and it's the weakest of the original.
No, so
It is It is my favorite.
No, of the three, New Hope is my least favorite because it's just so like it's iconic, but it's my least favorite.
I'm sort of the same way. It's a fun movie, but
It's fun,
not...
but it's beyond bad.
The emotional stakes are a little bit low. Like, it's not a bad movie, but compared to the others, because it was just supposed to be like a one-off fun space movie, the emotional stakes are like much lower. So you can get invested in the characters, but like with Empire and Return of the Jedi, you get much more invested with them.
Well, yeah, no. Here's the thing. The one thing I liked about New Hope, I did like the idea that these were just some plucky rebels, because you really get the feel there. I did that part. I liked, but and I liked the feel of it as a silly space movie. My problem was just that the writing was kind of clunky, and it all felt it all felt very hacked together.
Yeah, it was George Lucas, and it was the 70s, so...
Yeah, no, but
It's also-
here's
it's
the
not
thing.
as
If
much
not
of a-
for that, I probably would have, like, legitimately loved it.
Yeah.
It might even be my favorite if not for that, but in the meantime, we don't have that, so...
Yeah. I like it, but it's very much from nostalgia, but you can kind of tell that a lot of it's inspiration with Flash Gordon. Like, in certain areas...
Welcomes you. Anxious? Stressed? Please remain calm. Control circuits now open.
Well,
We
but-
tried.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi is still my favorite Star Wars movie in
Wait, hang
general.
on. Why the fuck do I hear a train?
From me?
One ticket to Old Mombasa,
No, from
please.
me.
Here's my card.
Oh.
Oof, no.
Is there a
scrap
train
that.
somewhere?
Trace it.
Somewhere. I think it's in the audio I'm hearing. Right, I'm hearing an audio playthrough.
I am unfortunately, like,
Magongo. If
downgrading
I don't
myself
get
to playing Fortnite,
Hell,
because
if
I
do.
started out
Oh
of
no, it's plot.
curiosity.
Silence. This is plot.
It's
Fuck.
still kind of fun. I'm not
Silence.
gonna lie.
I said silence. It's plot. Listen,
Wait.
Bucket.
Hold
Okay.
the doors,
Man.
please.
All aboard. Train number
Oh, that was close.
Center to Old Mombasa, now departing. Next stop, Makupa, Nairobi Road, Hope Station, and Magongo, end of the line.
Almost there. Almost.
Emergency stop. Please remain calm. Emergency stop. Please
Damn
remain
it.
calm.
Found me.
What is going on? Okay. Plot over. You may resume your nonsense.
Alright, cool. But I literally just played Fortnite just because I was like, I haven't played this in a while, let's see if it's still bad, and honestly, Fortnite isn't a bad game, it's just that Battle Royale games wear thin really fast because
They
there's not
do.
a lot to them. So it's sort of a novel thing, but there's not much substance to it. Who's shooting at me, and why are they terrible?
It's me.
Yeah, but I am unfortunately playing Fortnite.
That's fine. I forgive you. So I got to search here for the scored mates.
Dude, you got a freaking burst fire, my dude. What are you doing?
I'll burst fire you, bitch.
I almost feel bad for this poor chap. I know it's like a 9-year-old kid, but like he can't hit for shit. And neither can I, apparently. There we go. Got him. Thank you. What meager loot did you have? You had gold. Oh, you used all your ammo on me. How precious. Alright, it's mine now.
I've been vaguely listening to the conversation about Star Wars, then I heard somebody say Fortnite. Thank you, Airport. I'm glad you're invested in my stream.
I am unfortunately a degenerate. I'm sorry.
Negative.
It also makes me very upset that Mandalorian is in Fortnite. Like, you pay for the battle pass, you get a skin. Like, that's the only reason Fortnite is still around, is it's surviving off of brand deals.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Like,
No, dude, it's the same thing with Smash.
No, I mean, Smash still has like an actual like fan base though, and it has like a devoted people who play it. Like some people still play Fortnite, but like it's not really that big of a thing
the
anymore.
only Star Wars movie you've seen is The Last Jedi, i.e. the most controversial one, the one that people either just think is the best or the worst.
I like Last Jedi, and I'll die on that hill.
So here's the thing, I overall liked it, but it did have a few glaring problems that like prevent it from being what it could have. I do think it had the best potential, and like I think that the people who absolutely hate it, hated it for the absolute wrong reasons. There's some people I know who like the people I know who dislike it for the right reasons. Their thoughts are, it's not that bad, but it's not great, and here are my reasons. It's like, oh, I agree with you. Those reasons are problems, like certain continuity issues, certain pacing issues. The pacing got me. The movie was literally 30 minutes too long for a Star Wars movie, and the ending scene, there were like 3 ending scenes, one after the other, and it should have been like, okay, pick one.
That is one thing I josh on Last Jedi for. I wish the Canto Bight bits were better. They're not awful, but they don't really amount to anything, and they drag out like anything.
But I'm also talking about like the last 30, the extra 30 minutes on the end. Literally, it's like each scene in 30 minutes there could be a good climax, and it's like, bro, and then suddenly they jump, and like at the end of my big question at the end of The Last Jedi was, where the fuck are we gonna, like, where are you going to pick up next? My thought was the next movie's going to be terrible, because where Last Jedi leaves off, the movie has the third movie's gonna have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
And the minute I heard that
Palpatine?
No, not Palpatine. What was the name of the third one again? Fuck.
Rise of Skywalker.
Right, Rise of Skywalker. The moment I heard that it was gonna be 3 hours, I'm like, okay, yeah, my prediction was right. They have to make up for the fact that, the problem is that instead of playing off the good aspects of Last Jedi, they basically pretended it didn't happen. They scrapped most of their main characters, basically, with the exception of Rey. And just like
double.
They're
for the assist, trooper. Get this warthog moving.
It was so much potential. That's the thing I'm most pissed off at about.
But Rise of Skywalker is definitely my least favorite Star Wars.
The thing, like, I liked it at first, but the more I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute, no.
Same.
Like, my problem with the honestly, it's my problem with the whole last series is basically there was actually so much potential, and a lot of this was really good, but you fucking bungled it. You fucking bungled the shit out of it, my guy, and I'll never forgive you.
Both of the previous movies were fairly solid, and then for the last one, they're like, well, a bunch of people on the internet, they didn't like.
So now we're just gonna quote unquote give them what they want.
Yeah. So we're literally just going to like degrade the last movie to worthless fan service and like throw out half the plots of the last movie and make it
there was a whole series that did that.
Worse product because of it.
There was a whole series that did that. It was the DC, the first DC cinematic universe.
DC had so many fucking resets. DC has like a universe just is constantly resetting.
Well, the issue was, I'm talking about like Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, absolutely. Justice League a little bit, but the kind of Justice League, even that was kind of trying to deal with the criticisms from. Okay, so here, let me put it this way: do not listen to Reddit fanboys. No. When you listen to them, you will be led astray. They don't know what they want. They're idiots.
No. So here's the thing.
They don't know what they want.
Here's the thing. There's a difference between listening to criticism and just giving people exactly what they're asking for. You know? There is a difference there.
Here's the thing. I honestly, after the first of the sequel trilogy, after The Force Awakens, I honest to God thought that Rey was a Palpatine.
So here's the thing. I was not opposed to her being a Palpatine, but the thing is, like, they ran with something else.
Yeah,
my problem with it. They couldn't be consistent.
My problem with it is I don't mind Rey being a Palpatine, and for completely turning around her arc in one movie, and getting her that conclusion. I don't think the conclusion was bad. Like her rejecting her family name to like identify with the light name and like the people who raised her.
That's cool.
Like, show,
I like
I didn't
that.
think that was bad. The fact that they made a complete 180 in the last movie of the trilogy because some people didn't like it.
Yeah, no, I like that. One of the most powerful moments of The Last Jedi is when she's like, yeah, they were nobodies.
Yeah, it's literally.
And that's like, yes, it's no longer someone who's part of the Skywalker BS. And here's the thing, if you're gonna make them part of the Skywalker BS, I make her Palpatine, do that from movie 1. Or at least don't hint at that not being the case. At least with Luke, like, we didn't know who he was until midway through the second movie. That was paced out really well. And like,
to be fair, that wasn't the plan.
I know that wasn't the plan, but like the thing is, they decided kind of as they went, and they were cautious about their plotting being like, because they didn't know where they were going to go from there. And I think that actually worked out, but this one was way too inconsistent with everything. Again, I'm mad because there was so much good potential. There were so many good characters, and you know what? I think what makes me the most mad? That they just fucking basically throw away Finn and Poe.
Okay, here's
Finn and Poe got thrown away. They literally got thrown the fuck away.
Here's my biggest gripe with Rise of Skywalker, right? I knew immediately after Kylo Ren became Supreme Leader in Last Jedi, I'm like, he and General Hux are going to butt heads, and there's probably going to be like an officer on Rise of Skywalker. Hux is a spy, actively trying to undermine Kylo Ren. They find a batch of stormtroopers who also have abandoned their post, setting up precedents that there is possibility for another stormtrooper revolt. You find the Sith Eternal Fleet, which has an entirely different army of stormtroopers that don't align with the First Order and use them as a tool. They literally made the setup for Hux, Finn, and all the other stormtroopers to come together and stage a revolt against
which would have been a lot cooler than what happened. Which was basically a the final fight was basically a Ready Player One of Star Wars.
They set up an amazing freaking payoff, and they literally just shot Hux in the gun and forgot about it.
No, again, like, my favorite, honestly, so I love that that's what they did with Hux, because A, it was like, oh, that's such a Star Wars decision, but also it's like, that's also such a Hux decision. Like, he wants to save his own ass, he sees that the First Order's gonna lose, and he's like, I want to get back at that edgy motherfucker. It was good! I liked that! That was so good!
I feel like I would have liked it if it didn't, like, fly in space with the setup they were doing. Like, it is an appropriate end for the character, but I'm not talking about his death. I didn't care about his... No, I agree with you. The death was bad. I'm just talking about, like, the fact that they made him a spy like that. I thought that was good. Oh, yeah! Like I said, I really
that was good.
Like, immediately after he became, like, when I walked out of the theater in Last Jedi, I'm sure they'll be like, Hux is gonna, like, get back to Kylo or something in the next movie, and there'll be an officer revolt. I knew that was gonna happen just because of, like, how they set it up. But they introduced the other stormtroopers, and I'm like, ooh, they could do, like, a stormtrooper revolt. They get, like, the First Order against the Sith Eternal, and then they didn't do anything with it. Like, they went the whole thing, like, showing that stormtroopers, like, could be good guys, and they weren't all soulless guys in the map.
That was cool.
And then it ended with all the First Order stormtroopers being gunned down.
Also, they should have hinted at that stuff, and, like, this. There's so much stuff, like, if they had done a little bit more with the second movie, or even perhaps a little bit more with the first, you know.
Well, I think the biggest issue, one of the issues with Rise of Skywalker, and I just thought of this, is because when Last Jedi came out, a lot of the praise was, oh, the Rey and Kylo parts are awesome. And to be fair, they were. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I think they misread the dynamic Last Jedi was going for with them.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Because I don't think there was that romantic, or there was going to be long-term that romantic tension. It was a little bit.
Oh, you know how they treated the kiss in the novelization?
How?
It's like a kiss of friendship. Like, it's supposed to be like a politician, like, very, like, oh, like, we saved the day, like, it's sort of like an embrace kind of kiss.
Well, the thing
it was absolutely romantic in the movie.
The thing is, when I felt like they were going for, because first off, at the end of Last Jedi, I thought, okay, Kylo Ren's gonna be the antagonist. Our boy's finally channeling a Sith Lord.
Yes.
Good job. You've grown up.
That was what I looked forward to in the last.
And then, like, oh, I'm not done.
Okay, sorry.
Damn it, Bucket.
Sorry, it's just. I've been spent my past 10 minutes trying to get in edgewise.
Well, you know how Bucket is, and to a lesser extent how I am. Continue.
I will let the teacher your go. I
Anyway,
apologize.
the thing is what was that? Right. I think the dynamic we're going for was that they understand each other very deeply, but that doesn't mean they're not going to go toe to toe. Like they're not going to chew into each other.
Yeah.
Kind of like I guess the best movie with the best movie equivalent would be to some extent the first Spider-Man movie. How at the very end, how Peter and Norman were at the very end of that movie. How they clearly understood each other. Clearly were very much understood how the other thought. And they fucking hated each other.
Yeah.
It's that dynamic where you're so close to one another, you understand each other so well, but it's just there's a lot of conflict there, and it makes it very rich. And I think that's what they're going for in Last Jedi, but then all the Reylo shippers came out, and they thought they had to appease them.
Reloading.
Yeah. That was the whole thing about like Last Jedi though. They both had a very similar play. It was how they dealt with it. Like Rey chose to use it to like give back and try to make it a better place. Kylo just tried to throw everything away and make it better for himself. Like,
Yeah,
Kylo
so here's the thing. I don't actually.
used it to make the world better.
Here's the thing. I don't actually necessarily mind Kylo changing at the end. I just think that I will say this. As much as I thought it was kind of cool that they killed off Snoke, but part of me wishes that they had developed him more and or had him die in the third movie.
I like to keep both those points. I think that the Kylo Ren / Ben Solo stuff in Rise of Skywalker was done very well. I will give them props for that. I think that was like the best part of the movie by far. And I honestly, like a lot of people were behind Snoke. Snoke was always just kind of Diet Palpatine to me. Like, he was Palpatine, except without all the lore and not interesting. So, honestly, when Last Jedi came out and Kylo became Supreme Leader, that was, like, the first time we had seen, like, the main antagonist of Star Wars be, like, the main antagonist. Because Vader, he was on the Emperor's leash. Dooku was on Palpatine's leash. Maul was on Palpatine's leash. Grievous was on Palpatine's leash. Like, this is the first time that we would see, like, a villain in, like, the main villain, like, actually, like, self-dependent. Like, I thought it would be interesting to see him as, like, the Supreme Leader, but 20 seconds into the movie, Palpatine's back. He's like, oh, I'm going to take over the galaxy, and we need the First Order to do it. He's like, okay,
so here's the thing, in my opinion, if Palpatine was back, they should have hinted at Palpatine potentially being back and made him maybe even a little bit weaker and more sinister, therefore, in the second movie would have been the time to do that.
Yeah, I think that with Palpatine, they should have made him like a Force spirit and like slowly tried to have him like latch on to Kylo or like slowly try to corrupt the First Order. Like there should have been some build up to it, and like maybe Kylo reverts back and the First Order and the Resistance team up to defeat like Palpatine at the end. Instead, it was immediately from the get-go. Palpatine is back, and also there's another First Order and Death Star ships, and First Order bad guys team up with other First Order bad guys. Like they could have had like come together against the
my Warthog got
and,
destroyed.
Like,
I need a new Warthog.
They just didn't. Palpatine was just back, and that was the worst way they could have done it.
Yeah, it's just the thing is when I read, because I haven't seen the movie yet, and I probably won't. It's just like because what happened with me was I'm not done.
All right, I was gonna give you an offer, but go ahead.
What happened with me is I began to hear like little whispers of spoilers, and I grew very, very worried.
Yeah.
So I spoiled the whole movie for myself. I did the whole fucking thing. Went to Wikipedia, like, all right, let's read the plot synopsis. And I walked away going, oh, fuck, they did Dark Empire. Oh, they did Dark Empire. Why'd they do Dark Empire?
What's Dark Empire?
Dark Empire isn't that good. Why'd they do Dark Empire?
What's Dark
Empire?
Empire?
Bad as Legends, and it's bad now.
Dark Empire was a comic from the 90s that also had Palpatine return. It actually wasn't all that bad, honestly. The idea was a big cliche, but they did what they could with it. Where Palpatine returned, Luke actually became his apprentice for a bit as an infiltration thing. Finally fought, Luke beat Palpatine at long last. Palpatine's spirit got destroyed, yada yada yada. Lots of clone bodies that Palpatine was using, new super weapons, like I think 2 of them. I think one was a giant, what's it called, the Galaxy Gun, basically a long-range Death Star, and then the Eclipse, which is just a super Star Destroyer with a super laser on it, like you see in the Rise of Skywalker.
Well, to be fair, the one thing that everyone has always told me is really into Star Wars is there's basically, basically Death Stars are a dime a dozen. Everyone's got one.
Yeah.
Like
shit tons of
the original series is like. The original trilogy is like, oh, only the Empire can do this, but it's like, no, everyone's. That's not a moon. That's kind of lame, actually.
Yeah.
It's actually worth noting. That's actually partly what made Thrawn in the
Am I supposed to get out?
terrifying.
Question: Am I supposed to get out of this giant purple thing?
Let me see. Where are you? No, just keep driving now.
Where?
Right now. You're towards the end. The path will lead you.
The path is not leading me.
It will.
Oh, but Fred,
There's a way out of that circle.
I was going to offer. I own Disney Plus, and I was going to do a rewatch of Rise of Skywalker soon myself. If you wanted to watch it with me, we could set up like a Discord.
Okay, I was saying, dude, would you just want to do like a review? No! We're back down here. Fuck.
I think honestly, I'm not sure I'd even want to watch it, but if you do it, fine.
At some point, I would like to do like. I would love to do a watch through and like at some point I do. There's a part of me that like I've been working on potentially setting up a YouTube channel for certain creative endeavors, and like one of the parts that I would love to do is just rant at some point along the journey, probably earlier on, just for shits and giggles, is basically do my own Star Wars review series, because that's like every YouTuber's got to do that, even if they're not famous at all.
Yeah, that's the way.
This is the way.
Not as bad as it sounds.
And don't worry, I won't be as bad as Mauler. I won't do that. I won't be as bad.
Going back to what you said about super weapons, the thing is, like, going back to that, partly that's what made Thrawn so terrifying is he didn't have any of that. Like his flagship Chimera, which I talked about, which was one of those ships that's like everyone's like, oh shit, it's Chimera.
Yeah.
That's just a normal Star Destroyer. It's just a normal Star Destroyer. It's nothing special. It's literally just a bog standard Imperial Star Destroyer. What made it terrifying is what it meant when it showed up. Because it showed up, it meant Thrawn was there, and Thrawn.
And that's good because it makes it terrifying because you know his ship.
Yeah, you know. Oh fuck. Thrawn. And
oh fuck! I was supposed to do that. Yep.
Thrawn. I guess I'm trying to think of, because Thrawn is like one of the best military commanders in Star Wars history. Period. He is. I don't know if he's the Napoleon of Star Wars, because that was Revan. Revan was very much the Napoleon.
Whose
side
is Revan on?
Revan. Oh, that's a question.
He was a Jedi, then a Sith, then a Jedi.
Revan's primary side was whatever Revan's goal was. Revan was the kind of man who.
Was that a yes or a no?
He was a man of causes, really. He got his start. He was actually what KOTOR is about.
Amen.
He got his start fighting the Mandalorians during the Mandalorian Wars. They were coming, conquering, and he was like, all right, we gotta stop them. Jedi at that point were in a dogmatic phase. They're like, fuck no, we're not getting involved. We're leaving it. Revan's like, fuck that, fuck you, I'm going in. He leads the Republic to victory. And he's a magnificent commander. He is the Napoleon of Star Wars, far and away, in most of.
So you say that Revan is a better commander than Thrawn?
Oh, that's the question there.
So here's the thing: if he's better than Thrawn, the comparison that I would make would be someone like Alexander, who was like great, but what he did really wasn't lasting, unfortunately.
I have personally never played KOTOR, so I could be wrong about this, but I personally vouch for Thrawn to be better, because Revan was a brilliant military commander, but Thrawn was a brilliant military commander, but he also that was what set him apart from the rest of the Empire. The Empire, like, their basic equivalent is the Third Reich, like, they just pillage and
so the question is who
Thrawn went out of his way to study, like, their art and their culture, to know his enemy before facing them in battle, so he could defeat them on, like, a cultural basis as well as, like, a strategic basis.
So a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
This goes into real world history, just because now I'm curious. Who would you guys say is?
Oh, God damn it!
Is a real world real history commander who's better than Napoleon?
I actually took a whole class on Napoleon, and the only person who could possibly consider that, and this is a maybe, is Hannibal. That's it. Everyone else, Napoleon's better. Everyone. Among the military historians, if Napoleon's not number one on your list of best commanders, he better be number two, or you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
So here's the
he was magnificent.
So the only person that here's the thing. the one thing I disagree with Napoleon on, the one person that he thought was better than him was Frederick the Great. And I disagree with
Frederick
that
was
because
not.
because
He was wrong.
No,
He was
no,
wrong. He was better.
No, I know. Now, Frederick absolutely laid the groundwork and was very imposing. But like, you look at a lot of what he did, like, because like part of what Napoleon did was he also like picked and arranged allies really well up until the end. And that's when, you know, things started faltering. He started picking on his allies a little more, and then that's why the March on Russia happened, because he's like, you guys aren't really, you know, like, doing exactly what I want, so therefore I'm going to invade you. But, like, what the fuck is that? What the fuck was that?
It's a gringo.
Well, the thing is, Napoleon is...
Yeah, no, but the problem with... Sorry, I wasn't quite done there, and that's my bad. That's my bad for getting distracted by something in game. Shut up! All cops are bastards! Even Halo cops.
Even
Halo cops. Yeah, fuck you, Halo cops.
Could we focus?
Okay, right. So so whereas Napoleon at least like also like on a broader strategic sense was good. Like, here's the thing: Frederick was great tactically for the most part, but strategically he was utter ass. Like, he picked his allies poorly. He mostly picked his fights poorly. Other than the War of Austrian Succession, which he did very well, but that's because he was able to really isolate Austria early on. But after that,
and he got lucky with Russia. He got lucky.
Yeah, he got lucky because the Tsar died, because the Tsarina died, and the person who replaced her was Peter III, who was trash and a well, he was German. I learned this too. Catherine the Great was German. Catherine the Great wasn't even Russian. She was German. So like the Romanovs are like at least a third German now.
Yes. She actually
but the thing
she
is,
actually met Frederick the Great early on in her life.
Oh yeah.
She, basically
she married Peter III.
Yes.
And then ousted him.
Yeah, because he sucked. He was obsessed with Holstein Gottorp, I think. He wanted that crown back because that was he felt his family. He thought that was a stronger claim instead of his thinking. He basically wanted a little duchy in the HRE instead of ruling Russia.
Which was a mistake. And he didn't care much about the royal Russian customs, whereas what's her face?
Catherine very much embraced it.
No, but she really ingratiated herself to the Russian people, because like she went out of her way to learn Russian and dress Russian and act Russian and like really like be truly she was, before she was empress, she was truly the queen of the Russians. And like that's like, and like in spite of the fact that she was German, they didn't feel like she was a foreigner. And for the Russians that's very important. Like for example, the wife of Tsar Nicholas II, they felt was a foreigner because she didn't really ingratiate herself that much. Now, to be fair, that's not entirely her fault. She was in another situation of more selected and happened to like, she was in love with Nikki.
Yeah.
And then she got turned into really good target practice.
Like
all of them.
Good.
Fuck the
Romanov. I would say, as a Jew who's like for my family in particular, the one group of people who arguably were more dangerous for my family and my people than the Nazis were the Romanovs.
As a Trotskyist, fuck the Romanovs.
What do you mean, as a Trotskyist? Duh.
As a Trotskyist.
So to go back to the original question that started this, Moshe, about Revan versus Thrawn.
Yes.
On an equal playing field, Thrawn would probably beat Revan. It'd be a close fight. Thrawn would have to do everything he can. It'd probably be a long campaign because Revan is just that good. And Thrawn was a very good leader, but Revan had Napoleon's charisma in spades. You would die.
Okay,
for
guys,
him.
hold up. There's plot going on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All good. Sec.
What the heck's going on?
Sir, I'm really sorry about this. I was just trying to get out of the city.
But none of them stand a chance against the great General Veers.
I'm 19. And besides, the UNSC is taking everyone it can get. That's exactly what Dad would say.
You know, Train's got a point. A lot of soldiers are dying these days.
He's not a train. He's a city. Bad city.
Wait, what is this? Who's the city? What the fuck's going on?
You're in Manu Mombasa.
No, but she's like this lady's talking about he's not a train, he's a city, bad city. Like she's like the city or the train is sentient.
Now departing.
Oh,
Is it the
that's right. You don't know that yet. Oh, that's right.
What the fuck just exploded and everyone's screaming? Oh God.
Me.
What you're hearing is an audio recording of the beginning of the war.
I know. I gathered that much.
Yeah.
And this lady's trying to get out.
Yeah. Should we tell him?
No.
I don't
please,
know,
please
so.
don't. Please no spoilies.
I don't.
I'm not sure it's a spoiler, but
Okay.
kind of.
I need to pick up weapons from somebody, so I gotta be a super sneaky boy. Oh, speak of the devil.
Here.
Anyway, can we talk?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay,
I got very
that's fine.
engrossed.
So, I think in a level playing field, Thrawn would win. It'd be a long campaign. It'd probably be a campaign studied by military historians of the galaxy for thousands of years, but Thrawn would win. Now, if they had both of their full power, all the resources they'd ever had access to, Thrawn would die. Revan would flatten him. Period.
Well, I mean the World Crusher.
Well, not the world. No. Even with the World Crusher, I'd still put money on Revan. Still.
No, that's what I didn't. Revan have the World Crusher?
No. Revan had the Starforge.
Starforge.
It's probably the most dangerous super weapon in all Star Wars because it's not a weapon. It's a giant factory.
So Yek popped in after airport at some point over the course of the last like 30 minutes. Yek popped in after airport said Star Wars sequel is just a mess, and Yek-Chan says so is the prequel, also the original trilogy. In fact, Star Wars is just a mess, and this is, of course, this is the correct answer.
Yes, it is.
How beautiful is each mess?
Also, the thing is that Revan would have the access to the full power. Revan was the Dark Lord of the Sith. He had a full Sith order under his command that he had under his control, and really some powerful members too. Malak was not to be trifled with.
Yeah.
The best that Thrawn had was one half-mad Dark Jedi, who in a fight would basically, if they went to war, Revan would probably drive him mad telepathically and unleash him on Thrawn's forces. Like, ooh, you have a half-mad Dark Jedi in your ranks. I'm going to turn him against you like that.
Wait, so are they both? So we're talking about them both as they were Siths? And
No,
Commander
Thrawn was never Sith. Thrawn
Thrawn
had a Dark Jedi as an ally, but Dark Jedi is not a Sith. Really, even by Dark Jedi standards, he was kind of nuts.
Okay, so
also
both of them were not Sith. I'm just trying to remember whether
Revan was.
Revan was okay. And this is back during the era when there were multiple Siths, or rather more than two. This is pre-Bane.
Yes, Revan actually, though, may have actually come to the same conclusion Bane did, because when Revan's Sith order, there were tons of Sith running around, but then Sith was part political affiliation as much as religious, and there were only two Darks, himself and his apprentice.
There was another he's called the Sith, which was dumb.
Right, but they were, that's... Let's not get into the Sith Empire right now. That's complicated as well.
There was a Sith Empire. Star Wars. What did you? You know what people talk. You know what people talk about the sequel being convoluted. No, the sequel is fiddlesticks compared to.
Why do you think Disney made it all non-canon? So
they kind of had to.
Their own thing.
It kind of. You know what? I don't blame. Yeah, I don't blame them.
Basically, so give me an example of what the issue was. Let me explain what would be going on if they decided to just go and take all the characters of the original trilogy and then just say, okay, we're going to go and do the EU, what they were doing when the characters are this age. So about 30 years, 40 years later, okay?
Yes.
At that point, Han and Leia had 3 kids. Luke had fallen in love.
Oh, fuck, how did you hear me? I was being a sneaky boy.
There is no stealth in this game.
What are you, Wolfenstein?
I thought they wouldn't hear me. I was being a sneaky boy. I'm being super sneaky. Okay, now he's dead.
But, where was I? Right, so that's going on. The Empire had, by that point, been turned into basically a rump state sitting on the edge of the galaxy.
Yeah, I very much like the new disintegration of the Empire than I like the old one. The old
Really?
one was
So I should
also,
say
by the
this.
way-
I've gathered that Disney actually made some good decisions, at least when it came to cleaning up the canon.
the Disney
that much was
canon
good.
is. I really, really like the Disney.
The
canon.
Disney
I'm gonna-
canon is an improvement in a lot of ways. It's a lot more tight.
Yes.
Yeah. So the
Because
canon is
all
better,
their
but
authors are
beyond
working in
that,
tandem. Occasionally they bounce off of each other. Like in the Clone Wars season 7 in the Ahsoka books, there's a few contradictions. Cobb Vanth in the Mandalorian and the Aftermath trilogy are a little inconsistent, but for the most part, Disney hits all the same beat.
Yeah,
you have
no.
stuff in the old canon that overlapped each other all the time. Like the Death Star plans were stolen at least 7 different times, and in one of those timelines, the Rebels knew about the Death Star like a decade before A New Hope.
Jesus fuck.
And honestly, when they announced Rogue One, I hoped that all they were showing was a bait and switch, and they'd decide to go with how it was in the game Dark Forces, with how that was stolen, how the Death Star plans were stolen by our Lord and Savior.
I mean,
Who's that?
Kyle Katarn is fun, but he's also kind of gimmicky and Chuck Norris, so it's fun for the thing. But I don't think Disney wants their canon that's going to be canon for the rest of time to consist of just one rad dude.
Yeah, that's
I think
fair.
honestly,
Kyle Katarn
yeah,
is
I
very
think honestly
rad,
you
don't
could
get
do
me
Katarn
wrong.
well. Katarn is actually very interesting as a Jedi because on the one hand he is very much kind of has that merc thought process going on, but he is still very much a light sider.
Yeah, Kyle
in the end.
Katarn
It's-
is very rad, and I think he could fit into the new canon, but I don't think having him steal the Death Star plan.
But how about my man Saw Gerrera?
Oh, Saw Gerrera.
Saw Gerrera.
Saw Gerrera, he's fun. I like him.
Oh yeah, Saw Gerrera is super fun.
He's cool, and
He
I
shows
liked
up in
how they
Rebels a
decided to
bunch,
kind of because back in the old canon, the Alliance was always this kind of very pure faction.
Yeah.
I kind of like how they're thinking like, no, when you have
Yeah.
rebels, you're gonna have crazy radicals. That's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
literally, that's what the Cassian Andor series is going to be about. Is all the shitty things he had to do for the rebellion.
Nice.
All right. And that's the best part. Like in real life, the liberals that don't want to get their hands dirty will send the radicals to do their busy work and then cut them off once it's convenient.
Yeah, like Mon Mothma parted ways with Saw Gerrera.
Hashtag the story of Saw Gerrera is lit praxis. It's lit socialist
And,
praxis.
Mon Mothma was effective, but her demilitarization after the Galactic Civil War and her more liberal policies what ultimately led to the rise of the First Order and the destruction of the New Republic.
Yeah.
It was Mon Mothma being dumb and too cautious that ultimately caused the downfall.
Hey, what am I
I'll
doing?
be right back. I gotta
That's
take a
all
drink.
good. Hang on, what am I doing here? Search. I gotta search everywhere for the fucking ODST scored mates.
Yeah.
I'm searching.
Yeah. Often. Have you used your night vision yet?
I'm using it right now. It's very nice.
Oh yeah, you are. Okay.
It's very
helpful.
nice.
Okay. Because playing it without the night vision, honestly, sometimes you do want to turn it off, but for actually playing the game, you need to have it on.
On these levels, you absolutely do. Give me a sec here.
Others you don't. Yeah, that's true. And have the lights on. It's like, nope, turn it off. But yeah, the old canon was. It has some great stuff, but God, was it a mess sometimes. God, there was some shit where it's like, oh my God, they actually did that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, it's
the new canon's much more consistent.
Yeah, there's. Here's the. What's ironic is that it's the 3 movies that were the most fucky, and even then, it wasn't necessarily them themselves. I said this before. I liked a lot of those stories, but the problem is they fucking. They had a good story and they decided to tell something else.
Yeah, I think. To be fair, it's not the first time this has happened. Prequels.
To an extent, yeah. But at least the prequels were somewhat related. They were related enough to the original trilogy in style and substance because it was created by the same person, so it worked. Also, hello, it's Rue. Hey, it's Rue. How are you doing, Rue?
Yeah.
It's Rue. It's Rue.
Yeah,
It's Rue. My favorite Brendaniel Faniel. This is one of Brendaniel's biggest Twitch financiers, and he just decided to follow me for some reason a little bit ago.
Oh, look at that.
Welcome, Hey, it's Rue. I'm the worst Halo player in the world. In fact, one of my friends literally rage quit over me.
Yeah, he needs help. And the man needs help.
Look, Look, you've been watching me here. I've already been getting better.
dead. I don't know.
You still ain't ready for the big time.
I know I'm not. Leave me alone.
Oh,
No.
Yeah,
Also,
he
I
needs.
must-
You know that you've truly gotten good at Halo when you're doing headshots just instinctively.
Bro, look, I never said I was good. I never said that.
Yeah. We need to do some achievement hunting.
Also-
I never said
That'll get
I was
up
good.
shit.
I'm trying to have a fun time, and everyone's bullying.
It's okay. It's okay that you're not good. We do some achievement hunting. You die a bunch, and you'll get good one way or the other.
I'm also, I don't know, man. I think I'm getting better. I'm learning.
You probably are. It's just you're not up to the.
Yeah,
proper
I know.
standard.
I'm not saying that I am. I'm saying I'm getting better, and I want to be proud of myself. Yeah.
No. You bring shame to that. You bring shame to our organization.
God damn it.
Also, I must say, still talking Star Wars, which is probably not. I vastly prefer Operation Cinder and the stuff that came after that to what happened in the Empire in the old canon.
Yeah, I'm not actually as aware as what happened to the Empire in
So,
the current canon, but
What
you know.
happened to the Empire in the current canon, how it is after Palpatine died, he sent out what was called Operation Cinder. So essentially, he compared it to like the Star Wars equivalent of chess. Is if the king dies, none of his subjects deserve to live. So it was the purposeful extermination of Imperial worlds as sort of like revenge by the Emperor for abandoning their Emperor. And then all Imperial forces were taken to Jakku with the intent of the New Republic to follow them, and then the planet would be destroyed, wiping out both the Empire and the Republic.
Why does everyone want to go back to Jakku?
So, but here's the thing. I think it was Gallius Rax was the Imperial commander at Jakku, but he bumped heads with Grand Admiral Sloane, who was like an Imperial figurehead for a long time. She'd been serving since almost the beginning, and he stripped away her Grand Admiral title. So she killed Gallius Rax to reclaim the Grand Admiral title. And instead of destroying the planet in the Republic, she sent out a signal to all Imperial forces she found as worthy to regroup in the unknown region. So they found Palpatine's flagship, whatever the name of it's called. It's still canon technically. I'm just not sure if the super weapon's still attached. But they all regrouped.
The Eclipse?
What? The Eclipse. The Eclipse. That's right. They all regrouped in the unknown regions to start slowly rebuilding the Empire's strength, and then eventually come back in the First Order. So you have the remnants of the First Order, and then you have what's going on in the Mandalorian with small Imperial warlords vying for power.
So is this what's happening? So we're talking current canon now.
Current canon,
Yes.
Old canon, the Empire just kind of stuck around as like a pseudo-state for 5 years. Then it was defeated. Then it kind of came back as another empire. Then it united with the New Republic to make like kind of the Empire, but not really. Like the Empire stuck around for like.
Wait,
30,
hold up.
some form or
United
another.
with the Republic?
Okay, let me give you
I-
give me a
let's
lowdown.
talk about
So
the
the
war-
Empire basically it died a slow death, somewhat in the beginning. What happened was it kept getting its ass kicked again. They'd find a new leader that revitalized them. They get their ass kicked, and that cycle went on for 5-10 years in canon, more like 20-30 in real time. Then they became basically what's called the Imperial Remnant, which was basically a little rump Imperial state for a long time, until they get under the control of a guy named Jagged Fell, who was a former member of the Chiss. Don't ask, it's a long-ass story. What's relevant, though, is Jagged Fell's wife, Jaina Solo.
Jaina? Solo?
Yes.
What's her
Solo
relation? What's her relation to the Solos?
She's Leia's daughter.
Leia had a daughter? I don't remember.
Daughter and two sons.
Right. In the OG canon, not the new canon.
So,
Jason
as a
and
result,
Anakin.
the Empire eventually over the decades resurges because they had good leadership and a strong Force-sensitive bloodline. The Empire,
Once again, Skywalker's family fuckaroony ruins the Republic once more.
Thing is, though, actually, by the time that fuckaroony really comes to a head in the Legacy comics were really good. That was actually good shit. Like, they really handled the Skywalker stuff really well because the main character in Legacy was Cade Skywalker, Luke's direct descendant, and he was a druggie and bounty hunter who wanted no part of being a Jedi and being this chosen one, which everyone wanted to be.
Wait, where the fuck am I supposed to drive? Speak to me. Where's the
the
goddamn rally point? Where's the goddamn rally point?
Oh, let's not talk about the Vong. Oh, fucking Vong.
I hate the Yuzong Vong. Lucas hated the Yuzong Vong.
They were trying to do something that wasn't the Sith, and it didn't work.
Yeah. They were literally just like, oh, they're like the Sith, except they're not connected to the Force and they're immune to the Force. And that was literally like, let's all team up against this super big bad guy that's like the Empire, but not the Empire. Like, the Yuzong Vong was their attempt at a new Empire with some interesting new gimmick, and it just wasn't good.
I like the biotech element of it, but it is.
The whole thing about Star Wars is everything is intertwined and interconnected with the Force, and the Yuzong Vong not being part of the Force literally flies directly in the face of that, and Lucas famously hated the Yuzong Vong for that very reason.
God, I can't believe that this game actually has to make you think like a soldier. You know, this might be my favorite Halo game. This actually makes you.
I love it.
You have to thonk like a soldier.
The one canceled Clone Wars arc that's no longer considered canon is the Yuzong Vong arc. Because even though most of them weren't produced, even though some of them came back in Season 7, namely Bad Batch, Ahsoka's Walkabout, The Siege of Mandalore, is there was supposed to be an arc with the Yuzong Vong, like a scouting ship sent to the galaxy. That is like the one story from the Clone Wars Disney is not considering canon anymore. Like the other ones, they've adapted the books. They made Season 7, obviously. They've referenced other stuff in canon material. The Yuzong Vong story has not been touched at all. So my guess
is it's just a fucking pain in the ass.
Fuck Yuzong Vong.
Yeah, the Vong are just a fucking pain, man.
Pain in my Vong.
But yeah, I much prefer Operation Cinder to the old canon because it's very Palpatine to be like to have all his. I don't know. It's very. I feel like it's a lot more Palpatine to have like a plan for his empire to fall apart and then regroup because they're not worthy and become like resurgence.
Yeah. Also,
like it feels much more Palpatine to like make a plan for the Sith to come back rather than just he dies.
Didn't Hitler do that towards the end of World War II? Or try to?
Maybe, I don't know.
I think he tried. I think it was called Operation Werewolf or something, where he wanted to like punish the German people for abandoning him, but it just
it wasn't. Operation Werewolf was like soldiers after the fact. Yeah. Where the fuck? So all the doors are locked. Where the fuck am I supposed to go? It doesn't tell me where the rally point is.
And then the new canon, what is going to be the First Order in the Unknown Regions, does not do very well until they find Snoke, who retroactively was then controlled by Palpatine, which kind of makes sense, but I kind of wish he was his own thing. But Snoke pretty much maneuvers his way, either kicks them out of power or just murders everyone in his way, which is why Rey Sloane is no longer around. And also, do you know who was one of the leaders of the Empire as they flew into the Unknown Region?
Who?
I can't remember his name, but it's the father of General. I think it's Brendel Hux. So.
Oh shit! Very cool.
Hux's father who comes up with the idea.
Did they bring Pelion back? I liked Pelion.
Maybe.
Did they bring Pelion back?
Let me look up Hux. I think it's Brendel Hux's first name. But basically. Yeah. Yes, it's Brendel Hux and General Hux is Armitage Hux. It's Brendel Hux is like comes up with the idea for child soldiers for the Empire instead of just like expensive clones or like non-loyal conscripts. He comes up with child soldiers.
Please tell me that Gilead Pelion.
And actually, that's what they found. Phasma. She was like on a warrior planet, a very primitive warrior planet that didn't have technology. They picked her up.
It looks like I'm supposed to go past this.
She usurped another First Order commander and ended up killing Brendel Hux on the order of Armitage because Armitage really didn't like his dad.
Where's the fuck is
They brought back Gilead Pelion.
Guys! If someone would be willing to help me here, it says drive tank to the rally point, but I can't tell where the rally point is at all. I'm trying to get.
Destroy that.
Destroy what? The wall?
That you just shot it. No, the thing creating the energy shield.
Okay, just keep blasting it. Okay. Fucking bug.
Oh, and one more little trivial about Armitage Hux is he is a bastard. He was made between Brendel and I think a maid woman in their house.
This is not destroying it.
Yeah, Armitage does not.
I think maybe try going through like one of the hallways.
Yeah.
Like I saw a green door. I think we're just looking at it. Look left. Or I can't.
Yeah, Armitage did not have a.
Try to find a door.
I'm looking for doors.
Maybe.
Also, Hyrule again.
Like you have to walk through on foot, not with a tank.
Can I walk through? I can't walk through. It looks like I'm supposed to be able to go through.
I don't know, man.
I'm
just not sure. But yeah, they brought back one of my favorite characters from the old lore was a guy named Gilead Pelion. He was great. He was Thrawn's right-hand man. Very interesting. He was the guy who we really got to see Thrawn through his eyes.
Yeah.
He's only been like name called a little bit, like name dropped, but
Yeah,
he's back.
he's been name dropped, but he hasn't done anything yet.
Well, I think the goal was, hey, we dropped him, have some fun with him. Because honestly, he was really one of my favorite characters from the old. He was very interesting, especially in his final days when he was head of state of the Empire, and you get this really interesting look.
I mean, too, all the original Thrawn stuff happened after Return of the Jedi. Thrawn disappears before The New Hope. We have no idea where he's at. Post-war, 5 years after the Battle of Endor, we're looking for Thrawn. So we could very much see the whole thing with Pelion play out again in canon.
Yeah, boy.
Okay,
They have left that vague, and I'm not sure it's on purpose.
It looks like there's supposed to be multiple ways to get
yeah,
around.
Boy.
No. Also, have you seen the Bad Batch trailer?
I have not yet. It kind of when I saw it, it kind of reminded me of the Republic Commando.
Fuck, it's so good. It looks so good.
I'm getting back in the tank.
Also, Commando droids are fucking back, even though they have different heads now.
I think I figured out where I'm supposed to go.
There's brief clips in the trailer of them fighting some sort of droids. They're yellow painted, their heads are different, but they have the exact same body as Commando droids. So what I'm guessing is they're either Zygerian slave droids or they're bought by like the Mining Guild. Because the Zygerians are also confirmed to be coming back. We see it in the trailer, and also he's fighting some Zygerians with like.
So did they basically decide that since the Mandalorian was so popular, they're gonna try to go with more TV show approaches, or was this always the plan?
My guess is they.
Or was it a little bit of both?
I think it's a little bit of both. A little bit of both. Like, they definitely had Disney Plus series planned, especially when they were like making their own streaming service. They were going to need more than the movies and some old Disney movies. So they definitely had streaming stuff planned, but then The Mandalorian took off, so
yeah,
my guess is...
The Mandalorian might actually... sorry, I haven't seen it yet, but it seems like Mandalorian might actually be the single best piece of Star Wars media ever made.
Mandalorian...
I wouldn't go that far. I would not go that far.
I don't say the single best ever made, but it is very good.
Because the thing is I think, honestly, my argument for best Star Wars media ever made would probably be Knights of the Old Republic 2.
The game?
Yes.
My argument for best Star Wars ever made, it has to be, it's probably Season 7 of the Clone Wars, because Season 7 was phenomenal.
The Clone Wars is close, but have you ever played KOTOR 2?
I've not played KOTOR 2. I've heard very good things about it.
Oh, I would absolutely do it. It's magnificent.
But the Siege of Mandalore arc in Clone Wars is superb. Like,
and he's one of the guys behind.
You have to watch the full series.
Okay, guys, I figured it out, and my tank's already dead. Almost dead, anyway.
Also, Fallen Order is pretty good, but it's not the best.
I've been wanting to play a Fallen Order, just my computer can't do it. So.
Oh, I got it. That's why I'm a console bitch, because I have it on Xbox.
Yeah, I might.
Maybe I finished the game. I'm pretty much just secret hunting right now, so I'm on Ilum at the moment.
Hey guys, guys, I know you talked about me needing to counter snipe. Does it count if I counter snipe with a tank?
Yeah.
I did it plenty of times.
Spoilers for Fallen Order, you go to Ilum, but I won't say what happens there.
Spoilers for Fallen Order, you go to Brazil.
Oh.
Also, there are so many spoilers for Fallen Order.
Have you heard the new thing about Ilum that's been confirmed now?
What now?
Ilum is canonically converted into Starkiller Base.
Oh, that's right.
Wait. So that's what became Starkiller Base. Okay.
Yes. So Ilum is a sacred planet to the Jedi. They built their temple there. It is one of the main places where they harvested kyber crystals, which is what they use to power the lightsaber.
Also, Hayetsru is communicating to us that he really likes Fallen Order.
Fallen Order is a very good game, but basically after the fall of the Jedi, the Empire turned Ilum into a kyber mining facility because the Death Star is powered by kyber crystals, and so when you see in Fallen Order, its mining trenches are basically dug out like the Starkiller Base trench. So, and Ilum is in the unknown region, so the Empire fleeing there has perfect precedence to get there. The First Order came there, found old prototypes and plans for a Empire-type super weapon, and they took the corpse of Ilum and converted that into Starkiller. And that also links into Rogue One, because Chirrut Inwe says the strongest stars have hearts of kyber. Ilum is a very kyber-rich planet. When Starkiller Base is destroyed, it turns into a star. So that the strongest star literally has the heart of kyber. And also, apparently, the star is named after Han Solo.
Oh fuck! My tank's about to blow.
It does that.
Yeah. New tank.
It was hinted at for a while because Starkiller Base had the exact same location as Ilum in an old canon map. Their diameters were exactly the same. Fallen Order, it basically shows the trends running in the same place, and then it was confirmed in the Rise of Skywalker visual.
Okay, they're dead. Guys, Humies, get back in my fucking zone. Get back in the Moshe zone.
Oh, here's Stormtroopers. Here, buddy.
Oh,
I
I got 2 tanks now.
We'll see what happens with the shows. I'm kind of curious, you know. A lot of it's riding on Dave Filoni, honestly.
The Obi-Wan series and the Ahsoka series are limited, so that's probably going to be like one small season or like a TV special more than anything.
Miniseries, yeah.
Excited for Rangers of the New Republic. I think that one will be good. Acolyte, I think it's called, is it like a mystery thriller in the waning days of the High Republic? That'll be cool to see. Rogue Squadron is the next feature film coming out in 2023.
Oh, there's Dutch.
There's no details on it yet, but I'm very, very excited for the Lando show. Bad Batch is coming next year. The Cassian Andor series is coming in 2022 because filming got delayed. But I wish they would do like no new Star Wars movies for like at least a decade. At least, focus on shows. No, I know, but but they absolutely they need to like honestly, in my opinion, there should have been longer time between the prequels and the sequels. They should have like taken longer time to fucking just chill out and figure out what they wanted to do.
Well, I think what happened was
Disney got too ballsy. They got too big for their own britches.
I don't think it's that. I think it's what happened was Rise of Skywalker came, face planted, and they're like, oh fuck.
No,
we need to release something.
After the sequel trilogy, they were always planning on backing off a bit. So I'm not sure if it was always going to be Disney Plus, because Disney Plus came later in the game. But after the main trilogy, they were going to stick to like books, and like EA has doubled down on making games. So they've got books, they've got games, they've got TV shows, and then they give it 3 years, and then Rogue Squadron is going to come as a standalone movie. So they are ever going to do another trilogy? I kind of doubt it.
I don't.
But
Zanza!
Oh, Zanza's here.
How you doing, boys?
Zanza, one of my favorite boys.
Rogue Squadron is going to be a standalone like fighter pilot movie. As far as I know, I'd be very surprised if they did something else with it, but it's also not in the realm of possibility.
I don't think. Honestly, I'm not sure Disney's gonna. Because the thing is if Disney's smart, they'll learn the lesson that the EU always kind of had to struggle with was. Honestly, the best stuff Star Wars ever didn't involve the stuff
Skywalkers, the
that
main
didn't
characters.
involve not just the Skywalkers, just the big main movies in general.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people love.
Because it's better as a comic book than a series of epic tales, which kind of sucks. It's better as small installments that you can really build the massive universe with, as opposed to stumbling through movies.
Yeah, which that's the thing about Mandalorian, is that season 1 was very disconnected aside from like the appearance of Tatooine. Like Mandalorian is basically its own thing, and even in the new season where they're having like a bunch of cameos and characters come back, the characters either go for like one episode in the season, or like have a very limited role for the rest of the season. Like the callbacks they do, they've done very, very well, and they feel like they fit in the story. Like
anyway,
they have both.
Enough about Star Wars for a minute, if we can. Zanza. Okay. Zanza's here. We should say hello to Zanza. How are you doing, Zanza? We're very embroiled in discussing Star Wars.
I don't mind listening.
In case you can't tell. Well, I know, but I don't want us to. I don't want us, and by us I mean like 70% bucket to talk over you.
No, I don't mind this. No, I love hearing this. No,
okay.
I don't want people.
Okay. I'm making sure. I want to be a good friend.
You are.
Thank you, Zanza. If I'm doing this bad on normal, God, I know I suck.
Oh, speaking of Star Wars, I'm getting a blaster. I'm getting another lightsaber and at least one more blaster for Christmas.
Hi, Dutch.
Very excited.
Do I gotta get out and go on foot now, or what? Yeah, I think I gotta go on foot now. Dutch.
Fortress Inquisitorius, of course.
Watch the door!
Wait, I have no idea what this is. Fuck.
What a kill! We got visitors!
Yes, we do, Dutch. Yes, we do.
think Dutch is Adam Baldwin, and you're playing as Mickey right now.
Oh.
I think.
Just for that, you're banned. I'm banning you.
Peter.
I've banned you.
Who, me?
No, the person who did Mickey.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking kill you.
Eat shit, go away. Okay, so the cast is Dutch is Adam Baldwin. Mickey is Alan Tudyk, I think it's pronounced. Buck is Nathan Fillion, obviously. Romeo is Nolan North because yeah. And Dare was Trisha Heffer. I did not know that.
Can I get the? I don't think I'm. I can't. I guess I can't get the tank through this.
I didn't know Trisha.
I feel like I'm supposed to get the tank through, but I guess I can't.
Yeah. So, Moshe, have you played Mass Effect?
No, I've seen a few playthroughs though.
Okay. Have you watched Battlestar Galactica by chance?
Like the first 3 episodes.
Okay, I wouldn't get far enough to meet her yet. Yeah, apparently another big name is Dare. Didn't know that.
Oh, huh. Dare is a person.
Trisha Helfer, I think it's pronounced. She's been in a bunch of shit, TVs, stuff like that. Yeah. Was in Mass Effect as Edie. Also, Battlestar Galactica is where she really got her.
Who doesn't love Edie? Okay, this SMG, this like new upgraded like stealth SMG might be my favorite weapon in Halo now.
Oh, it's a great gun. I love that thing. It's a great little weapon. It's got that accuracy. It's still good for long range. My only complaint is the lack of ammunition.
Well, I've noticed that about Halo. A lot of Halo weapons have lack of ammunition, but that's always something I've actually enjoyed about Halo.
That's to make you diversify.
But well, it forces it, but also it's realistic. But like, for most of history, soldiers haven't actually carried that much ammunition on them. It's only recently that they've been carrying like shit tons on them, and even then, like there's increasingly like they're kind of moving away from that model again.
I mean,
that's heavy.
That was the whole thing about like that Halo was revolutionary. Is most shooters before Halo, with the exception of like Half-Life, were Doom-style shooters, whereas you carried 15,000 weapons, you were this big, strong. Like every other shooter before that was like a boomer shooter, Doom-style. Halo was like the first of like the quote-unquote realistic shooters.
Yeah, it was close.
Half-Life was kind of an exception, but you still had a shit ton of weapons and ammo in Half-Life.
Yeah, no. So ammo in Half-Life was still a bitch and a half.
Reloading.
What do you think, Zanza?
I haven't touched much of Halo in my life. So I don't have much of an opinion on it.
Terrific. Come on, we got ammo and weapons on the high ground. Move it.
Did someone say high ground? High ground!
High ground.
High ground. Anakin, the high ground.
Oh, Anakin, I have the high ground. You underestimate my power.
You
underestimate. You're not my real dad.
You don't say. Don't. It's over. We did it. Phantom.
A quick debate.
Okay.
I've heard this one thrown around. So in the special edition of Star Wars, Sebastian Shaw's appearance as Anakin, since his eyebrows were sheared off in the big Chain of the Mustafar, his big bushy eyebrows were removed. Do you think that was the right choice, or do you think they should have given Anakin big bushy eyebrows throughout all the prequel trilogy?
I don't think I actually care.
It's not an actual debate.
Me either.
That's like one of the most inconsequential changes. I certainly don't think they had to do it. It also kind of sucks because like that old dude who was Anakin, I kind of like seeing him like be different, and then they of course retconned it like after the third movie.
I wish they kept the.
I missed the. It's a quick question. Do you still? Do they like still sell copies of the original ones without the edits? Because I would love to see Star Wars with because
I don't think so.
When I was young, we had VH copies before the retcons, or rather before the edits.
Sell them. They do not sell them, but there are fan edits online. So there's like despecialized editions online made by fans. Per request of George Lucas, though, they do not currently distribute the non-specialized versions. There are versions online, though. They're just fans. So they are there if you want to find them.
Yeah, because like because I remember because when I noticed because when I was younger, like on a VCR, we just had like it was the regular stuff. And then like and I remember this because when I was in high school, went back and watched all of the movies again that we had or that had come out by that time. That hurt to say.
I heard.
Oh yeah. When I was a kid, we had like both.
But like no, we had the OG versions of the OT, and then like when I eventually saw the edits, I heard people talking about the edits, and I was like, what were the edits? And then I realized after I saw it, like, oh no, oh George, what did you do? Like, like don't get me wrong, I think that there could be times when going back and editing can be good, but definitely an example of, in some ways, the director shouldn't be able to just go back and, like, you know, do whatever they want with a piece of theirs.
Yeah.
I think some of the edits are okay, like sharpening up the graphics, fine.
Oh, that's fine.
I
still think that's largely unnecessary, but like it's fine.
Honestly, Star Wars is unnecessary because it just looks that good.
I mean, it looks but also like fucking like it that's the thing about like film. You know, film is like it's actually super good quality. Like even like old school film stuff, you know? Like if you saw like original film in its original way, the quality would have been superb because like the amount of like the amount of like equivalent of I forget what the technical term is, but the official like the official term for like pixels in film that you get is like absolutely fucking insane, even old school. The only reason why it looks bad is because it doesn't convert well, and digital simply does not have enough pixels to compete, and so therefore it doesn't look as good. And also, of course, the film physically degrades over time. So
right. Well, I'm more referring to like stuff like for instance, in the original trilogy, Battle of Endor. Battle's what, 30 years old, and that battle still is like holy shit.
Yeah, Battle of Endor.
Even watching it now, I like pull up YouTube, it's like, god damn, that's just really good.
Like even ATSTs and ATSTs where it's like 60 stop motion technology still look pretty good.
Yeah.
They're very smooth. It's very good stop motion, very smooth.
Yeah, they're very smooth. Like it's only stop motion if you know what you're looking for.
The only issue is stuff like when they changed like Han shooting first, obviously. Like the ultimate example of like.
Why?
Really,
yeah, that's.
Yeah, he only did that to appeal more to kids, and there's no point. Like the point of Han is that he's an ass.
He Han shot first.
Yeah, the point of Han in like the original.
The part of Han is that he shot first.
Dummy, awful guy, and then slowly turn around to be better. If he's better at the very beginning, then he has no character arc.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's. I mean, I don't know if he's truly awful in the beginning, but he's certainly a jerk. He's a douche.
A scoundrel. He's the
He's a scoundrel who finds his heart of gold.
Yeah. And then, like, the Jabba's, like, dance palace scene, that was unnecessary. It's a bunch of padding that didn't need to be there, and it just looked objectively worse.
And Jabba's palace.
No. The song in Jabba's palace, the dance, that was a good one. That was the best edit. All edits should strive to be that. Also, I gotta find a bigger weapon.
I know you're saying that as a joke.
No, I'm not. I thought it was hilarious and good. I thought it looked weird, but the more I think about it, it's like. That's so Star Wars. I think they could have done a better job with it for sure, but like I liked it.
The one before was Star Wars too. Like the number they had before, that was pretty decent.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
And that was super like dark and dingy, and it like fit really well with Jabba's palace.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, the old one without the CGI kind of was. It fit. It's been a long time since I watched Return of the Jedi.
Yo guys, don't you love fucking running right into a Rav?
Yeah.
Like a genius.
Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie.
Honestly, for me, what really makes Return of the Jedi work is.
There I go.
First off, I don't hate like the Endor stuff. Like, yeah, that's fine. Endor is fine. I get what they're going for with that, and it works okay. Fine. For me, what really makes it work is. The thing that really makes it work is just the throne room scene.
Oh, the Vader and Luke lightsaber scene is one of the best lightsaber duels
No,
ever.
just everything in the throne room. All the interactions between those,
Oh,
between
for sure.
Vader, Emperor, and Luke are just all magic.
And it's nice because it's
There's a
literally
reason Ian
it's
McDermott
contained.
stuck
It's
around.
cool that it's contained in a scene like that. It makes it work.
Yeah. It's just very. You really get the sense of Luke's inner conflict and the tension.
And you are seeing, and it's and you know what? If you were doing like a low budget sci-fi movie, that's a perfect thing to do. Just have everything take place outside and animate it. Like that's just it's so good.
It really was.
Even though Return of the Jedi was not at all low budget.
No, it wasn't. But the thing is, for me, Correct is right. The most powerful scenes are fucking that.
Yeah. It's Luke's final moment. The Vader, everything from the Vader duel to Palpatine being thrown down that pit,
being yeeted.
It's fucking gold. That throne scene.
Yeah.
It's just fucking. It's
like,
probably some of the best filmmaking that was really done in all Star Wars. That right there.
Yes.
Honestly.
The throne scene is one of the best moments ever.
Similarly, in my opinion, so on Cloud City, from the moment like that they're like trying to, from the moment that they try to escape Vader to the very end, in Empire is also just immaculate.
Yes.
Well, Empire in total is fantastic.
Empire is pretty good, yeah, but like in particular that sequence, like the first section feels like okay, it's refined, but it's still like we're still operating on New Hope here. It's like it's better New Hope, but then it becomes like about halfway through the gear shift.
Yeah, like I love the battle in Cloud City because Return of the Jedi they're evenly enough matched, but Cloud City it's literally just Luke running away from.
Wait, hang on. Was that a banana cannon? Was someone shooting a banana cannon at? No, that wasn't a banana cannon.
Yeah. There are field rod guns.
There better be a banana cannon around here.
There a banana cannon?
We almost got a beat.
There are field rod guns. I've used them in that game.
I know, but because there's a wraith over there, and I gotta be able to fuck it. Once I take care of these little guys, I gotta be able to fuck the wraith in the pussy.
Yeah. Really, anytime Luke and Vader cross the blades, you're gonna get great shit.
Yeah. Luke is just running away from this monster he can't ever hope to conquer.
Yeah. Which.
But then he conquers it with the power of love.
But it's really well done.
Yeah, I know. I'm being a dick.
I know.
I'm being a dicky dick.
I'm a nerd. I'm sorry.
I know you are.
Also, well, it kind of goes without saying, but the Yoda work in Empire is mind-boggling.
Also, I kind of appreciate so the Yoda ended up being CGI in what's it called?
Attack of the Clones.
In The Last Jedi when we see Yoda,
he was a puppet.
Oh, here's the thing. So I thought that they CGI'd it, but like they used the puppet as the model instead. They basically CGI'd in the puppet model as opposed to.
The only CGI I think was probably making it a ghost. They probably just had the puppet there.
Frank Oz came back to do puppeteering and voice.
Frank Oz.
Yes. And then some of the great stuff about the child in The Mandalorian is that he is a puppet most of the time, but in the parts where they have to make him a CG character, like when he's walking down a ramp, they make his movements act like the puppet.
Yeah,
so
no, exactly.
Yeah,
base it off the puppet. Well, because the puppet felt and looked real.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe can I kill the wraith with the brute shot?
You try.
With enough ammunition.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I want to be able. I don't know if I can. I genuinely don't know if I can kill this thing. I don't have a tank. I don't have anything. How do I kill this thing?
I would actually, honestly, the sniper rifle is not a.
Oh, that's the banana cannon! I found it.
That's the brute shot.
Nope, that's not the brute shot. You're a little bit behind. I found the banana cannon.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I'm a terrible shot with it, but I found it.
Also, this isn't cinematic gold or anything, but have you guys seen Auntie Donna's Big Ol' House of Fun yet?
No.
I don't know what the fuck you're
talking
about.
Aren't they the ones who paid for the monoliths that we should all
No. I think that
that was someone else. Someone else did that. There were some YouTube boys that like organized it, with other artists.
As far as I know, that was a bit. Like, that isn't actually where the monoliths came from. That was a bit.
No, but the thing is, but they were set up by.
You heard from Gunny?
They were set
No.
up by people. We know
Romeo
that.
neither.
We should
yeah,
go see
you
the
and me.
monolith.
My vote, hold up, wait for backup.
We should all go see the monolith.
No, it's
Have you
marketing.
guys
It's
seen the
marketing for
freaky
something.
video?
We should all
Sure
go
do.
see the monolith.
Does one of you know how to
All right,
use
here's the thing.
explosives?
I remember very distinctly remember seeing this.
You're
Oh,
out somewhere.
fuck! It's a cop! Blast him!
Ruled.
It's a cop! Blast him!
Oh, for God's sake. There are literally genocidal aliens rolling in. Do we need to kill the cop right now?
Yes.
Afterwards, okay.
Look,
Kill him after.
look. Even if you think cops are bastards, you can point them at the genocidal aliens. Just
No,
say that
no. I just so he may be a cop, but the aliens are even more cop because they're trying to be cops to us.
They're trying
Yes.
to be space cops.
There you go.
Oh fuck, Cal, you're
That's why the
best.
Turians are such assholes. They're space cops.
Here's the thing. The Turians are total propaganda, but the thing is they're propaganda because, like the best propaganda, they fool you into thinking that like that kind of order is possible, because a huge part of the Turian order is that, you know, yes, there's chains of command, but it's also reflexive, you know. So you can criticize people above you and deal with them, you know? Like it's a lot more even-handed, a lot more egalitarian, really, culturally and structure-wise. So in spite of the fact that they're all fucking cops, like, they made, like, the series, like, the idea is that it gives them the culture that they don't have the culture with copitude that we do. But that's the problem, is that, like, no, that's not how it works in the real world, and that's why it's propaganda, because it's trying to make you think that, oh, this is how it should be, or this is how it could be.
Well, to be fair, the Turians are more of a I mean, like, the space cop thing is more of a joke. They're a meritocratic military state.
No, they are, but that's like that's like part of the mega cop thing. But that's also the thing, the fact that they're so meritocratic, and they're like very much so, like, but they're also like give people second chances, have social safety nets, have a certain amount of like structure. It's basically like if democratic centralism worked, like very like vertical style democracy as opposed to horizontal style, that's what it is. It's very.
The Turians aren't a democracy.
Well,
Turians are not a democracy. They do not vote. It is a pure meritocracy.
No.
You want to hand in something?
That's
you
why.
move with the chain of command.
That's why I said. That's why I said it's vertical. It's up and down.
They're still not a democracy at all. It's not how it works. There is no voting at all.
Yeah.
The closest you get to that would be the Asari republics. I know the Asari are really divided, so they might have some. They probably have some autocracies on Thessia, but they're probably
ignoring that part, everything else I said still stands. That it's all very much, you know, an idealistic way of looking at that sort of thing.
They're polizai.
Maybe more like military, like troops than cops.
But the thing is, they are related. They're not.
True.
They're not the same, but they are related, and you know, there's no way around that.
True. You know, there's a reason there's so many Turians in CSEC.
Yeah, it's basically the idea of a law and order society that's a meritocracy, but also has, like, you know, it's not the idea that, you know, again, as I said before, you know, there's people get second chances. It's really not quite as top down as one initially thinks. Like, if you explore the lore and you kind of learn what goes on there, it's a little bit more open than you'd think. But the thing is that that's just how they have the culture there. Like, that's not how it works on Earth. And the idea is that, oh no, they'll just be better. No, that's not. It's not how it works, buddy.
Well, they're not human.
Yeah, I know.
Remember, guys.
I know. But the thing is that's what. But just because it's propaganda doesn't mean it's necessarily intentionally propaganda. It's propaganda in the sense that it ends up filling that purpose, even if it didn't intend to. It depicts what propaganda intends to depict. That sort of structure in society can work. All you got to do is a little simple X, Y, and Z. What if we were all nice and had good morals?
Remember, guys, above all else, we live in a society.
It's no, shut the fuck up. No, we don't.
I don't get going. It's getting late.
Okay, that's fair. I'm not going to be streaming for much longer.
All right.
Yeah, this is as I think I said this before. This was always gonna be a short stream because I can't be up super late.
Wait, that's
I got a lot of fucking work.
I'm doing Christmas baking tomorrow. I'm rather excited.
I have nothing to look forward to over the next week. I want to die.
Do you want to come do Christmas baking with me, Moshe?
I literally can't. I would be fired.
Say you've got the Rona.
I would rather not lie about that because I could also
lie about another.
If I have the Rona, I definitely can't come out. Dude, if I have the Rona right now, I'm getting put in fucking lockdown and I can't see anybody.
Then say you've got this big icky stomach flu.
So you have AIDS. No, don't do
that. You can come to work with AIDS.
Not when you're selling meat and seafood when there's a lot of bodily fluid and blood interacting.
Good point. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You fucking bleed in the meat department, baby.
Oh boy, hot.
I'll leave you guys to figure it out. Good luck.
Like the juicy meat drippings.
See ya.
See ya.
Okay, plot time.
Boy.
Virgil, can you hear me? I'm on my chatter, but I'm off the train in Old Mombasa, and
No parking.
Time. It's 11:10.
I know, I can see it. A giant Covenant ship just hanging above the city center. There's a kiosk on the platform. Makupa Station. Meet me there, okay? Excuse me.
This is actually kind of like a cool and also grim way of telling the story. Of what happened.
Virgil, give me eyes on Dad, quick!
I'm sorry. I don't recognize her. That's such an admission.
Sadie, where are you?
Train station, Old Mombasa. Dad, there's a ship.
Listen, sweetheart. I wanted to tell you at breakfast, but you left so early. You know my latest project, the seismic survey for the new construction downtown.
Dad,
well,
there's
Virgil
a
found
Covenant
something
ship.
under the city. I've never seen anything like it.
Dad, Covenants are attacking the city. Do you hear what I'm saying? You've got to get out of there.
Don't worry. I'm 9 levels underground, and I built Virgil's data center to be very, very secure.
Fine, then I'll come to you.
No, absolutely not. Stay exactly where you are. I'll have Virgil.
Sorry, Dad. There's something
know what?
wrong.
This is you can't hear it, but this is hilarious.
Gotta do some work
myself later, y'all. Hey, man, Rue, thank you. I always appreciate you coming by. It's a big honor to have someone like Rue.
Thank you for coming by and listening to my mad rambles, and thank you for watching Moshe because he makes good content.
Moshe.
I don't know if I do, but I try.
Thank you for supporting a good friend of mine. Ooh, Duraplast. No idea what it looks like. Oh, goddammit, they're Scout Troopers. Oh, it's basic Scout Trooper. Alright, die.
Okay, you know what? I think it's past midnight and I just reached a good saving point on Alpha Site. I'm gonna end it here.
Alright.
So we're gonna get out, we're gonna save, we're gonna do the credits. And then I'm gonna shit, fart, and die. Oni, uwu.
Oni-chan.
Oni-chan.
You want to do this?
Save quit. Yes. Anyway, so once I'm done, I need to go to the bathroom, but then I'll be back to chat a little bit.
Alrighty.
With the boys. I said yes, you mother.
Ooh, blurb.
Blurb. Ooh, blurb. What a reaction. Hose answer. Ode to a Zanzer.
Found that one already. All right.
Okay, let me get the Spotify music on.
Doing some secret hunting in Fallen Order, and by that I mean watching the YouTube tutorials and then finding them myself.
Ew. Okay, here we go. Play! Thank you.
And just to see what Duraplast looks like.
What does Duraplast look like? Well, boys, it's been a stream. A very, very short one, but I appreciate that people came by. This is probably isn't going to perform very well because A, it's super late on a Saturday, and it's very short. So, but I have to work with what I got, and I'd rather do more frequent, shorter streaming. It's easier for me right now to do that. I might change it in the new year if my work situation changes, but this is just my current planning right now. Yeah, because work's just totally fucking shafting me up the ass. Anyway.
Whoa.
A couple special thank yous. I want to thank Meatball and Correct. No, sorry, not Meatball. Bucket. Other Kaiser Poster. Bucket and Correct for basically sticking through the whole thing, keeping me company. Also, thank you, Zanza, for coming by, and thank you, Yek, for coming by and making me feel like poop. And thank you, Hey It's Rue. If you guys liked what you saw tonight, and I don't know why you would, because this was some of the worst gameplay I've ever seen from anyone, including myself, but if you liked this and want to see more, please give me a follow or a friend or a subscribe. I always follow and friend back, always. If you want to keep up with the channel more and be a little bit more involved, scroll down to the panel section on Twitch there, or info section if you're on mobile, and click the big fat Discord button. It'll take you to the Big Boy Discord server where you can do all kinds of fun things like shit. No, you can't do that. You're not allowed to. You're actually banned from
Talk
shit.
about Star Wars with me.
You can talk about Star. No, you can no, Star Wars is banned actually.
You're not allowed to talk about Star Wars.
You can participate in streams. You can post memes. You can help curate music. You can cyberbully me. You can keep up with my up-to-date schedule, super up-to-date schedule for the month and the week, all in one convenient place. Also, down there in the panel section or info section if you're on mobile, next to the Discord button, there is a YouTube button that'll take you to the Moshe Dale's YouTube archive, where most but not all of my streams go to die, and you can see the wide variety of stuff I've streamed over the last 2+ years. Going forward, there's going to be a little bit of a break between now and the next stream. Not too much, because I still have 2 more streams planned this week, but because of my work schedule, fuck, that was loud. My current setup is that on Wednesday, at this, at the time we started this, 9 p.m. is going to be the late night stream. We're going to do some art. I have an art announcement after this, and then on Thursday, Sweden campaign, Napoleon Total War, episode 12. I started this like almost a year ago. And I've been playing like maybe 1 or 2 at most a month. Yeah, basically been doing like 1 a month effectively, so that's why we're on episode 12. It's a fun one. It's been a really fun campaign. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it next session, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try my damnedest to. I think I'm like most of the way through, but in endgame the turns go by really slowly because you're like micromanaging all your forces as you try to like complete whatever your objectives are. And I have my own objectives separate from what the game objectives are, because the game objectives are kind of stupid and similar for all countries. But anyway, Thursday, also the Thursday stream is going to be happening earlier. It's going to start at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That way the Euroboys can watch, because I know the Euroboys like to watch me do that, like to watch me do Total War. And I'm going to be streaming for as long as I can with that. Yeah. Alright, announcement with art. So, because of my work schedule, because of the backlog of art, I'm currently putting a hold on further art rewards I'm gonna finish up the art rewards that I have, that I'm working on and that I've promised. I might even redo a few of them, but I'm gonna put a hold on them. No more new art requests until... I'm not 100% sure. I want to say... I'd like to say until the new year, but it might even be until February, because I'm just really behind on A, my own projects, and B, the projects I have for previous requests. So I might put art rewards on, or rather, new art rewards on hold for anywhere between 2 weeks to a month and a half. So I'm sorry, guys, but I do kind of gotta do that. But anyway, I think that's all I have. So I'll see you guys Wednesday and Thursday. Before I go, though, I don't have enough people watching to do an effective raid, but I'm gonna see who I'm gonna host. If anyone who is currently watching wants to see anyone doing late night stuff. Oh, Spartan 0301 is streaming Dark Souls 2, and he's only got 1 viewer, so let's go give him our humble few. Spartan 0301. Okay, boys, here we go. It's nice talking to y'all.